gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast, episode 63. The gang is back together. We still on that 10-day contract. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm kidding. If y'all will accept the extension, y'all are welcome. Hey, it's just up to y'all, but we'll give it more time. Give y'all a final answer. Welcome to the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast. Shout out to the Spotify people, iTunes people. Give us a 5-star. YouTube. Hey, we back. We're officially back. We're the last pod. Hey, we back, man. We back in the algorithm, man. Yeah. Shout out to the Patreon as well. Shout out to Twitch in the building. Shout out to Twitch, and shout out to TikTok, man. Hey, hey. Shout out to, we got some TikTok stars in the building. We got 700K view Damo in the building. Say what's up to the chat, man.
What's poppin', everybody? Thank y'all for coming back out, you know.
All right, that's TikTok star number 1. Let's go to the next one. Omar, say what's up,
Sage. What you talking about? That's Sage.
Oh yeah, that Sage kind of carried that clip, bro. Hold on.
Oh yeah, that's totally me. I carried the shit out that clip, man. It's your boy TSO back at it again, man. How y'all doing?
All right, and then we got TikTok star number 3.
Oh my god.
Oh, go ahead, bro. What's good? What's good?
I got the Sharingan on today, so I know they can't see it. This is not eye pink, but I'm Omar. I don't know. That's my intro. So.
They calling you the timeline terrorist, bro.
Why are they doing
on
this?
TikTok? Which is crazy, bro. For the people who don't know, 2 days ago I uploaded a clip. Like I was bored. I was rewatching the pod, edited a clip, put it up on TikTok at like 2 a.m. Because you know what else to do at 2 a.m. I wake up, that shit at 30K. I'm like, all right, cool. It's doing numbers. And then by the end of today, I'm gonna check right now. Last time I checked, it had over 300K.
You don't gotta look.
342K, bro.
I'm being misogynist. You don't look at that. No.
So Omar, how's life changed since starting, right, man?
I'm not gonna lie. After that TikTok went viral, as the kids say, I got a call. So I'm officially AMP now. I'm the 7th member. Look at Damo's face. Officially.
Let's keep it Omar. Fuck.
Yeah, let's get it. I don't want to be known as a misogynist, bro.
Yeah.
That's too damn bad, coach. What's wrong with it?
You still with that take? You still believe it? Cardi's
yes.
Not Cardi, Meg's alive?
Yes, that's my take and I'm sticking to it. I don't know, like that.
What about what's it, Coley Ray? What's her name?
Coily Ray. I like petite women though. And I don't know, well, y'all haven't seen the groups that I'm in. And we probably won't discuss that on here, but y'all seen some of the groups that I've been getting invited to on Facebook?
Oh yeah. Hey,
you have it?
Crazy.
You want me? Can I say the name? I'm gonna say the names.
That's your group, bro. Go ahead.
You Sage, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So a couple of days ago, I got invited to Asian women looking for American black men. Is it gonna focus? It's probably not gonna focus.
Nah, it's not fucking.
Give it 2 seconds. There you go. There you go.
Asian women looking for. And so then after that, I guess after you join one Facebook group, you get invited to others. I got invited to focus. Chocolate Kings and Vanilla Queens.
Yeah. That's all on Facebook?
All of it's on Facebook, yes.
Is this off of the suggested, like, motherfuckers recommending you? Like, Omar would be a great fit for these groups, bro.
I don't know, and I don't know if it has a correlation with me being a quote unquote internet misogynist, but we'll see. We'll see how it works together. We'll see how it goes.
And the algorithm, buddy. Sorry.
How do you feel about that label on you, man? You think it reflects who you are, or?
No, I love them. Yeah. My mom is a woman. I love women, dog.
Facts. What about women that aren't your mother, though?
Yeah, what about
non-mother women?
Yeah.
Hey, what's the first topic? Why are we talking about this? What's the first topic? What are we talking about?
All right, the first topic is Instagram Reels versus TikTok, because like we said, we had a the plan was to make podcast clips, and the biggest challenge for the pod right now is expanding our reach, getting our name out there as much. So we're trying to do it either on TikTok, on Instagram, or honestly both. So we've been uploading the clips on Instagram and TikTok as well. Obviously, most of our success right now has come from TikTok, but Instagram as well has its own pros and cons. So, let's discuss that. Let's discuss that. Do y'all think? Would y'all rather have? Okay, let me pose a question. Would y'all rather have a popping Instagram page or a popping TikTok page right now? I'll start with Dom.
I mean, I would say popping.
It's tough. It's tough.
I don't want to sound like an asshole. But does any one of them matter? Like, does it matter to have any one of them? Like, I'm be hot with you. I'm gonna keep it hot because at this point, as someone who's trying to make it in TikTok lane, which that viral shit is okay. That's a whole nother conversation.
It is. No,
but with
Say
the
it.
TikTok thing, having like, it's people with like 400K on TikTok, but when you go to Instagram, I mean, it correlates a little better to you can probably get like 50 to 100 on there. But taking that to like Twitter or YouTube, they got like 2K on there. Like, I've seen accounts with 500K on TikTok that legit have like 500 subs on Twitter. Subs on YouTube. I'm like, nigga, I have that. So
Yeah.
But then you look at IG, it's the grind for IG is way harder. I don't know what the monetization is like on IG. I know you get it through brand deals and shit like that, but I don't know if IG itself is monetizable. Like, if you actually get paid from IG posts. And I don't know if those people, like, I don't know how they convert to like other platforms because I'm not on IG like that, so I don't really know how to compare the two.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would lean TikTok, I guess, just because I know for a fact you get paid. You can get paid for making TikToks. Now, if that's a lot of little, hey, who knows? But you can get paid from it.
Yeah. I feel like when you said the conversion rates from like YouTube, I agree with that. And I feel like TikTok, if you're trying to sell a product, Instagram would be better because people are more likely to click on links over there that got the swipe up on stories. You can post photos instead of just videos. Like, I understand that. But I feel like in terms of... Oh, wait, Don, what's that? Is that...
Oh, yeah, I had to let the people know since I can't fucking use it for the first time on pod. I just want y'all to know I'm not ripping y'all off, all right? I have
Hey!
the laptop is like, it's not a game.
You bought
Like,
an MSI? That wasn't even the one I recommended you.
Yeah, that wasn't.
That should be a good one. That should be a good one.
Hey, look, man.
Hey.
Thing doing some wonders, you know?
Is
But
there... Look at Dom on the laptop. Yo, what you
you know.
looking up?
I'm about to say, what's the porn looking like? I think that's the first thing you always look at.
nah, I'm keeping
When
it
you
strictly
get-
the mobile. Keeping it strictly
When you
mobile.
get new technology, you telling me the porn isn't the first thing?
No!
Never in my life looked at porn on my PlayStation, on my laptop.
Oh, now you bugging now. I'll definitely...
wildin',
I spend a good amount of time on my Xbox watching it.
Only the motherfuckers that make these backing me up. No doubt. If it ain't somebody that made these,
Oh, I thought he was looking at porn. I thought he was
Hey.
I'm like, you cannot do that.
I think the first time I got like a Nintendo DS, my thing was like, yeah, I gotta try to find a way to get porn on this.
So you played Pokemon Smash Bros.
No. You got to do the different order. Unbox it, set up the settings. Cool. What's the problem? And then you break into the games. But we'll go back to the TikToks and the IG.
I was explaining it, and Don just pulls up a laptop. I'm like, okay, that's not the Lenovo I suggested, but I wanted to ask that. No, I feel it.
What this DSi talking about? What the HD looking like?
Yo, this dude right here. But yeah, I feel like if you're trying to sell a product, Instagram is the way to go. But I feel like if you're trying to become a personality, at least right now, it's way easier to grow a following on TikTok, and is I feel like it's more relevant as well, because I feel like the stuff you post on TikTok is more repostable than the shit you post on Instagram. But like we were talking about in the chat, specifically when it comes to this podcast, getting 100K followers on Instagram on a podcast page is much more important and much more impressive than getting the same 100K on a clips page on TikTok. But both have their pros and cons. Like I linked y'all a bunch of a podcast that try to use TikTok to their advantage. A lot of them have like really low conversion rates for the followers they have on TikTok, but there is this one outlier, I guess, where his TikTok clips just go crazy, and then now he's pulling like 70, 80K per episode on YouTube. And I don't think motherfuckers would have found out his podcast if it wasn't for TikTok. But that's just me. I don't know what Omar and TSO think.
Go ahead, Sage.
I ain't got shit to say. Go ahead.
My thoughts. So I was talking to somebody earlier today, or maybe yesterday. Is TikTok is like the chosen platform of a different generation, like the kids that are in high school or whatever. You know, like when we were in school, or even now, our generation has their platform that they've decided they're going to use. This is going to be our main means of communication, X, Y, and Z. But those kids have decided, yo, we'll use that TikTok. So if you want to reach that audience, I don't think it'll materialize this year even, but next year, maybe like the biggest TikTok stars, the brands will start to see, okay, they have this huge audience. If you want to sell some small items or whatever, it'll be easier to get it off of TikTok. I just saw, I got a little cousin. She got a Pop-It. I don't know if y'all know what a Pop-It is off of TikTok.
Is it the stuff that go on the back of your phone?
No. It's like some little thing. I think it's like a fidget spinner, like essentially like the same gist. It's not exactly like a fidget spinner, but so what I say that to say, like, you can get those little things off in abundance if you're selling those, whether it's wholesaling or whatever. But like you said, Bezos, if you have a product, then go with Instagram. Like if you have a website, go with Instagram. I'm not pretty enough to do Instagram. Like I truly feel that way. You have to be so structured when you post shit on Instagram.
Yeah.
So your photos have to be like this. Like people are actually taking photos with regular cameras, paying somebody to edit the photos just to upload them on Instagram. But I remember
that shit.
You said what?
Weren't there a shorty that was just tweeting about that shit?
Probably.
Like
Khloe Kardashian?
her real photo. Yeah. Chloe had.
Oh,
yeah. Her
Khloe
shit wasn't edited. And bro, she not even like on camera, so her shit weren't edited.
Yeah.
She got the geeking like shit. Now if you post it, you dealing with lawyers.
That's something we can get into, because she had an unedited get into as well later on, because she had an unedited photo that she wanted taken down. And she had like lawyers come after people and shit.
For Instagram, right? Because I feel like it gives, you have to have this image like on Instagram. Like it really does have to be buttoned up professional. But I remember when I was like Instagram back in the day, you just take a picture with your phone, put it up there. But as they slowly started integrating like filters and stuff like that, or third-party apps were showing you how to, you know, make your picture look all fancy and stuff, that's when it took off. But TikTok, I feel like TikTok, Twitter, even Snapchat, you could just throw something up there. It does not work like that on Instagram. So me personally, I'm not that person either. If you ever look at my Instagram, the captions are stupid as hell. Yeah. Some of my photos are cropped off, like from my head right here or my feet. Like I don't do, like that's too much work for me. TikTok is the way to go.
Yeah, when TBH was on here, the Black Hokage, one thing he mentioned about Instagram is, while yes, Reels technically should get you more reach because it's like a TikTok clone essentially, what he said is on Instagram, and I didn't really notice this until he said it, there's a lot of flex culture on Instagram. Like if you want to pop on Instagram more than compared to every other platform, it's all about flexing. Like if you ain't flexing, then why am I following you type shit? Whether that be your body for women type shit, whether that be your cars, the houses you have, the watches you have for men. There's a lot of flex culture on Instagram. So the way to pop on Instagram, unless you're like one of those NBA pages that gathers memes and highlights and shit, unless you're that type of Instagram, it's really hard to gain a following based off of your personality unless you're flexing a lot. So
nah, I'm glad you said that, because that's exactly where I was gonna go with it. I was gonna make a joke about it and be like Instagram for the hoes and shit, but then I was like, nah, in the grand scheme of things, Instagram is definitely just for it's all clout chase. I wouldn't even say mostly clout chase. It's all clout chase. Like even innocently, my Instagram page is my car when I first got a car. 2 ugly ass pictures of me. and then and like if I ever post it again, it'll probably be like, oh, I hit fucking 50K or some shit. Like it's just gonna be fucking. It's just clout. It's a clout app. I can't even say it anything else. It's a fucking clout app. It's about bad bitches and it's music, comedy sometimes. But all in all, it's just clout on Instagram. TikTok is about what's trending. Get more reels, more plays, yada yada yada.
My question is for the people who are like influencers on Instagram. I'm still kind of confused on how actually monetizable Instagram is, because I know the main thing is brand deals. But if you're just banking on brand deals, I feel like that's not like a sustainable thing. And I don't know if it's the brand deals are just bigger on Instagram than on YouTube.
They are.
I'm about to say, they have to be with how many people are getting, and the fact that, I mean, you said it yourself, even you don't know how monetizable the shit is. So if it, like, I can honestly see if brand deals are literally throwing, let's just say 10 bands a promo, like, you promo 3 times, that's 10 bands right here. Like, you do that with 5 different bands. I mean, 5 different brands. What's not sustainable about that? Like, I don't. And if you can do it endlessly, your Instagram page isn't going to decline. It's not like a YouTube page or something like that. Like, eventually it's going to reach its peak and people are going to get sick of it. If you keep feeding these people lies, I mean, that's what Instagram is, a big-ass lie.
That's all they care about, exactly. And I say this about IG, in terms of money, I know Odell's little junk got leaked, and I looked it up just to get the exact monetization. So he get like 2.3 million engagement, and he gets in like 59K every post, basically. So I don't know if y'all like it. 59K out of 2.3 mil.
You see, the thing about those numbers is because YouTube has Social Blade. That's just crazy. But for YouTubers, y'all know how Social Blade is like wild with their estimations.
How?
Like they're ranging from like a motherfucker can make between 2K and 30K a year. I'm like, that's such a big range. So when it comes to Instagram, it's just I might need to see it for myself, you know what I'm saying? If we got the pod page up to those levels. But
I'm taking OnlyFans over IG, I ain't gonna lie.
Facts.
What's Odell's his Instagram?
I don't even fucking know. I just heard the
probably the Brown Bomber.
Yo, what'd you say? What'd you say?
That's not him. What the fuck is that? It's Pops?
You say the Brown Bomber?
His dad is
the Brown Bomber.
I don't get that, but
why?
All right, let's keep
Because he
going.
plays for the Browns.
You don't get the reference?
Why I said that is because about the brand deals.
Yeah, I get it now. Anyways, go. Omar, what were you about to say?
Why I said that about the brand deals is because I feel like one in an Instagram post you can put so much more as far as I understand. Like there's the restrictions aren't there, so I could do I don't know, lady speed stick in the same time I could do a swimsuit at the same time as I could do what's it called, a pre-workout type shit. Like I could put all this stuff into one photo. All it takes is 2 seconds, and I think that's the difference between a lot of these platforms. Instagram, you're really just taking a picture, like taking it, you send it off to edit it, to get it edited. That's probably gonna take a couple seconds, and then you can get it uploaded. You can do this multiple times a week, fine. I know it has to be a lot because of the way that Instagram has now structured their algorithm, structured their timeline, structured their even their shit, like their whole page, to where you could just look at somebody's thing and purchase what they have through the actual post. So the brand deals have to be paying crazy on there because they know, hey, this is the way to get it out there. But right, like Sage said, it's all clout. Because to be honest with you, even if you're on like the sneaker side of thing, if you don't have X types of shoes on your page, you're not going to get those looks. And then you could have, I don't know, these Jordan 11s, and I could have these Jordan 11s, but the way that my picture is taken is going to make my picture pop so much harder than your picture. And I just don't, I'm not a fan of I'm not a fan of Instagram like that. I don't know why I still do it, but
I don't know as well.
It's nice to
the baddies is on there, you know what I'm saying? But
it's nice to scroll through, but that's about it. What I could say about, like, I don't know if this the nail in the coffin point, but Odell's Instagram is deleted. So
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't give a fuck about it that much. Apparently, I didn't know.
Well, Odell's in the NFL. That's kind of That's kind of different.
Well, yeah, I can't cap, but yeah, I mean, still money's money.
Yeah, no, I feel it. I feel it.
I mean, money's money to us, but I mean, someone like Odell who's getting paid by the NFL, getting paid by X amount of commercials, different brands like that. I don't think he's tripping about a fucking Instagram brand deal. Like, I don't think he bucket. He can get that back easy as soon as the season starts if he makes it up to Instagram.
Yeah,
Facts.
no, I feel that.
That's facts.
The next topic I want to go into, and Dom kind of mentioned this, OnlyFans. One of the questions I want to ask the chat is, and the panel, would y'all let your girl have an OnlyFans?
No.
Yes. What?
Nah, I'm good.
Yes.
Bruh.
Wait, hold on. Let's go through the panel first and just get a yes or no question. Dom, or yes or no answer. Dom said yes. Omar?
It depends. Dom is tripping with the automatic yes.
I'm saying, bro. Nah.
Okay, because the people that say it depends, they say like if they're doing like feet pics, it's fine. I'm talking about like full nudity.
It still depends on what type of nudity.
Is she getting dick?
From you even? From you,
No, just like a live cam shit. Whatever they do on like live cam
I'm
websites.
Good, coach. I'm good, coach.
All right, okay. So TSO, that's a no. Omar, it's still a depends thing?
It still it depends. It still depends.
Okay.
If she start going too
crazy, that way though, bro.
Start going too crazy on there, bro. I'm gonna have
on the bag.
I'm a no.
That's true too. Listen, I know it's some OnlyFans people that be going crazy, and I'm talking about crazy, and they making $3 a month. Like that's just stupid to me. Now you just now you calling me.
That's one sub a month.
Yeah, bro, I'm a pussy, and I feel like your vagina should never be on sale. Like I hate those. Yeah, I'm running a promo, so you got sale. Your pussy's on sale. I'm not no bitch.
No. Oh, it's Black Friday.
No. It's Black Friday every Friday, bro.
Imagine your girl saying my titty is a coupon for $5.99 this week. That's crazy, bro. I can't. Oh.
Okay, well,
Dom's the most emphatic yes. So what's your argument? What's your argument?
I don't know.
Why don't you have a problem with it? Yeah.
I don't have a problem. One, because if it's my girl, I don't know if you guys know how couples on OnlyFans work, but your dick is the one getting demolished for money. I don't see what the problem is there. If there's dick being demolished, it's my dick, so we're good there. That's one. Two, I do agree with Omar. Now, if you out here popping it for fucking 5 niggas a month, we gotta cut to this. Like that's not good. But if you putting up good numbers, we putting up solid NBA starter numbers, like above the curve. If her per 36 numbers is looking better than the average, on OnlyFans.
But why everybody got them stats, bro? Like, why is motherfuckers when you walking down the aisle talking about, bro, them cheeks average 30, bro?
I do want to know.
Hey, look.
Why is everyone a top 5% creator?
That's what I want to know. I want to know what the top. I'm in the top 0.1, and I'm thinking to myself, dog, you're recording OnlyFans off of Android. There's no way you can be in the top 0.1.
My theory is I don't know how they calculate it, but I feel like that's just based off of the number of accounts on the platform. Yeah. So, like, let's just be honest. The majority of the accounts on OnlyFans are people that view content. So, as soon as you make content, you're instantly in the top 10%.
There you go.
I
Exposed.
don't like that.
It's not exposed. How is it exposed? I mean that's.
I'm just saying, simple. If you're the 95% percentile of the SAT and 90% of the fucking high school students out there don't even take the SAT, are you really in the 95 percentile?
Yes, nigga. What the fuck is it talking? What are we doing?
What? Participation awards.
I feel the same way though.
Yeah,
I feel like they curve it. Like literally, people could create an account tomorrow and never post anything because people be creating YouTube accounts. I wonder if they just all active accounts. They count those as creators, and then they say, okay, well you're in the top 0.1%. But I'm just a viewer. I shouldn't be counted in the creator portion of it. Or if I've created one video, I shouldn't be counted in the created portion of it.
But you can look at that like how if YouTube had something like that,
they do it that way though.
Do they? How do they determine who's a creator or who's not on YouTube?
They don't determine who's a like 0.01%, but they'll say, oh, okay, this percentage of YouTube accounts are monetized or whatever. Yeah. And in my opinion, okay, well, if I created a YouTube account 5 years ago and I put up 10 videos and I no longer do it, I shouldn't be counted in those statistics, but they still do count those in those statistics.
But also specifically on OnlyFans, it's not like Instagram where every user, like let's say on average post like let's say 5 posts, and like the real creators post like 3 times a week. On OnlyFans, there's a clear distinction between a viewer and a creator. Like there's a very big distinction on just people that go on OnlyFans to just see people than people that create it. So I don't know. Those numbers are kind of skewed to me.
That's a great point, but I just think that at the end of the day, if my girl wants to do OnlyFans and she's putting up solid numbers and my dick getting demolished, it's a hell yeah. I don't see what a loss is.
How much?
How much?
How
I
much?
mean, look, that's when you have to see what your values are. See, listen.
She coming home with
Listen.
20, you pissed.
And Dom
Listen.
brought up he's kind of saying yes if his dick is getting demolished. Let's just say it's just solo shit. Would you still say yes?
Solo shit. Again, the numbers got to be right.
All right.
You can't just be out here. You just can't be out here flicking the bean for free,
Don
bro.
said if you ain't
gotta-
talking money, I don't want to talk.
I was about to say, hey, let's stop beating around the question. Dom, what's your meat worth?
What's my meat worth?
Yo,
You said numbers that have to make sense. What's your meat? What makes sense for
He
you?
ain't wrong. That's just basic question. Fuck it.
you would have to get a split
are
of that
you- So you
OnlyFans.
talking about what I'm charging my OnlyFans?
You'd
No,
have to
no.
get a share. You'd have to get a share at least.
Hey,
on
for
her
your
OnlyFans.
girl to do it and come back and say, hey babe, you know that video that we posted, like it's us. This is how much it did.
Mm-hmm.
What's that number? What's your
Like
meat?
your dick's in the video.
Like, okay.
What's your meat worth? Yo.
If she's charging, okay, for example, all right, at least 25 people for $5. If the bare minimum was $5, 25 people. Yeah, look at that face. Look at that face. Niggas doing numbers.
Quick math.
Look at that face Omar did. Omar trying to do quick math real quick.
No,
Yeah,
I'm trying to think like, okay, 25 new subscribers or 25 like tips, because you know they do tips on OnlyFans.
No, 25 subscribers. At least 25 subscribers for that month. Bare minimum.
Are they staying around?
Yes, they have to stay.
Okay, that's different.
That
It's
gotta be
not just
average. You gotta
first
be out
month
average of
subs.
25.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be out here, but average of 25. Average 25.
The
You got
numbers
25
ain't
new
the
subs.
numbers ain't shitty, but I ain't selling my soul for
Not-
CJ stats.
Not new. It don't gotta be 25 new every month. But if we can maintain 25 and grow from there, I'm with it from there on. But
Oh, I see
below
what you're
that,
saying.
if we dipping below 25 subs, like nigga, what are we doing? We just out here showing shit off for free at this point. That's how I look at it.
I'm just treating
Hey,
out
man.
the streamer.
I don't know about you, but I
Again, it
think-
gotta be at least 5. She can't be out here popping that pussy for $1, nigga. Like, that's demeaning. Like,
you gotta think, bro. If she willing to show her titties for some bread, you think there ain't no motherfucker that walks up with a bigger bag that she just gonna pack up and dip, bruh? I don't know.
No.
I think girls like those can't have a OF and then
So Dom just talking
A
about it from
girl-
a monetary perspective. My question was like from a relationship.
that's what I'm getting at. I can try. You can trust the girl who does OF. I am not saying that. I'm not in 4K on that. You can trust the girl. you can trust the girl who got OF, but it's like, how do I say this? Can you trust the girl that has OF? Like,
can you? That's like a girl saying, "Hey, man, you can trust a nigga to make YouTube, but can you trust a nigga to
but
make
what am I
YouTube?
doing on YouTube?
What is that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You talking about NBA? You popping pussy on
talking about
OnlyFans, bro?
basketball.
Come on now.
I
And
mean,
niggas out there sending kissy
you
faces
making
for
content. You're
basketball
making
takes
content
somehow.
online. You're making content online for money. I don't understand if she's
content.
doing it to you. Like if y'all in a relationship, y'all came to an agreement. Like the only thing she's gonna do is to you or by herself in your home, not out at the fucking library to do all this weird shit.
They be going
Just
through the
in
car
your home.
wash, bro.
This nigga here. Yo, didn't you out here subscribe to somebody for 40 a month, right?
40?
Important creators.
No.
Whoa!
Uh-oh.
I subscribed to
Uh-oh.
2 people, and both of them were 40 together.
Oh, I'm about to say 40 each. I'm like, yo.
Let's say, nigga,
I had to see what was going
I'm
on.
about to say.
You think it's
nigga,
worth it?
eight?
The content's
Oh,
worth it?
man, one of them was one of them was definitely curiosity. It got me. The other one was
On sale?
Yeah, the other one
I'm
was
sure.
worth it. I'm not gonna lie. That was I re-upped.
hurry up. Nah, I ain't spend the cent.
It's up in the stuck, bro.
Yeah, I'm not buying for no one.
I support
Oh,
black business.
now.
That's what I'm saying. I support black business. What's wrong with
It's
y'all?
black business.
I think too. You know what's crazy, and this is back to that old conversation. As they start to cut through and monitor all the porn content that gets put on the internet, OnlyFans is gonna be the way to go. Now, how the actors and actresses, or however you want to call them, how they move through that space, if they truly are gonna do the appealing thing for people, then that's different. But just like content creation, I feel like a lot of content creators suck. So, and I can count them as content creators.
Yeah, I don't think Twitter might be the future, because they have remember.
That shit ain't translating to shit. That's just Twitter trying to do everything. Same thing with fleets and story. That shit ain't doing that.
You don't think so? Cause I feel like Twitter is like OnlyFans with discoverability. Like, imagine having like a freebie picture that should go viral. Because I swear to God, every time you just post a nice piece of ass on Twitter, that's instantly 1,000 likes. All right. So translate that to like impressions. That's like 30, 40K. Like, you can't get that on just a pure OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying?
I think at that point you just put your OF on Twitter and then have them go see your OF.
Motherfuckers are lazy, TSO. I ain't gonna lie.
But how many people are people really buying shit on Twitter? Like,
Thank you.
It's not implemented yet. I don't think it's fully implemented yet. But once it's fully
even when it's implemented, do you think that's something that like people are going to actually do? Like, people are going to be like, you know what? I'm going to double down on Twitter and get this exclusive content from this Twitter account. Like, you think they're going to do that?
I mean, let's just say hypothetically, I have an OnlyFans. This is gonna sound weird as fuck. But let's say I have an OnlyFans. Realistically. So let's say I post a ass pic. This is really weird. That shit gets 1,000 likes, right? I'm like, okay.
Soul's the stallion, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what?
They check out the page and they see 3 locked posts. I'm like, okay, I kind of want to see more content. And there's a button up top that says buy for $10 a month. It's just boom. You already got your credit card installed on Twitter. It's just one click button. You got these 3 posts unlocked. Compared to you clicking on an OnlyFans link, signing up for OnlyFans, and like not having like a solo app for it type shit.
Yo, Omar, get the fuck out your camera, bro. What are you doing, bro?
Are y'all listening to this game?
I'm trying to listen.
Are y'all listening to this game? Is this not game? Is this not game?
Listening. It's just distracting. Like, this.
I'm listening. I'm just trying to.
Like, I'm just trying to. Like, what are we doing?
Yo, Omar, what you trying to get into, bro?
You trying to imagine your ass, and I'm trying to forget it. All right.
But I'm trying to say like $10.99.
Why are you in the camera?
Yo, it's just all teeth right now, bro. Hey, real quick, while Omar's zooming out, shout out to the 2 subs that just came in. Romy and Brooklyn Messiah, but
Omar, what price did you want him to say?
No, $10.99. That's a deal.
Oh, it's a deal.
So the difference would be, and I don't know what the value of my tweets are. Like, I truly don't. Like, but I think the difference, like,
yeah, real quick. Someone just said in the chat, bro. All teeth, just like my ex, bro. You're wild. You're wild. You're wild, bro. You're wild. All right, go ahead.
I think if you put a value on like your tweets as well, because I see some booty. You know what I'm saying? Booty's cool to see. Are your tweets worthy? I was following one OF superstar actress or whatever.
Superstar.
Oh, wow. Yeah, she was a superstar.
Averaging 35 a game.
Hey, no, she was
WWE.
She was a superstar in my eyes. I'm not gonna hold you.
What was she doing? Wait a minute.
What I say?
Oh my god. Wait.
$40 worth.
60. I'm not gonna hold you.
60.
Curiosity. Listen, Damo. Curiosity killed the cat, and I was trying to kill the cat too. But what I'm saying to you is, are my tweets of value as well? $10 for Sabu. Okay, that's cool. Are the tweets gonna offset it? Because then I feel like I'm paying for 2 things, and that's gonna turn me off if your tweets aren't valuable. So I was saying about the superstar, her tweets were god awful, like so bad enough that I ended up having to either unfollow because it was just that bad. Like, I could not overlook the booty, if that makes sense.
What do you mean? I'm still kind of confused on what you mean by her tweets are valuable. If they're free, I mean,
is that how I thought Twitter was doing it? Well, I don't know how Twitter's gonna do it. Are they just blocking certain things?
From my understanding, it's just a paywall on certain tweets you put out. Like, if you sign up, you get access to these tweets, and whatever tweet it is, it could be a GIF, a personal photo, video, just a regular text tweet. it's just a paywall with those type of tweets.
Can you imagine niggas paying for GIFs, nigga? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Imagine you go down in a thread, try to see a meme, and that shit say for $2.99. Hey, bro. Hey, Mo, go to fucking.
Yo, you see the
Wow,
you see the Clippers blow a 3-1 lead. You go and see the comments under the initial like hoop reference post, and it's like 8 different accounts, $8.99 paywall. It's like, nigga, what is this? What are you doing?
That's interesting though. I ain't gonna lie, because I feel like if Twitter implements it, they're gonna be the only one that has like a platform like that has true discoverability. Like compared to Patreon and OnlyFans,
Crazy.
to have a membership, something like that. I mean, YouTube kind of has its own thing, but it's kind
As long as they drag their feet, they're gonna be behind the 8 ball, and they losing out on money because OnlyFans user interface on terrible. It's god awful, but they do it on purpose because they know they literally have bare minimum stuff, but they don't care because nobody else is doing what they're doing. Revolutionary stuff, revolutionary for the platform. I mean, y'all know how much OnlyFans taxes?
How much?
They take like 20+%.
Oh my god.
For hosting on a trash website that crashes very often. I mean, you'll probably crash 6 times trying to find a video.
20% is good.
You've been
though.
on OnlyFans to know that.
20% is good though. That's one of the best compared to what YouTube takes and what Twitch takes off of subs.
We're talking about porn, Bezos. What are you talking about?
No, I'm just taking. I'm just saying if you make $10 and OnlyFans only takes $2 compared to, or let's say 5. If they're only taking, I don't know the math right now.
Let me
but whatever that is.
Right.
If they're only taking $1 off of that compared to Twitch that takes $2.50, that's good.
Let me.
And YouTube I think does the same thing. It's like 40%. So if OnlyFans is taking 20%, that's one of the best out there.
I'm gonna look it up. How much does OnlyFans take?
I heard it's 20% as well though, just from whatever.
Oh yeah, it's a 20% fee. But so my thing is because I've heard some of those other websites, and mind you, I just did the not independent research. Research 2 different things, like Cam Soda and all those other websites. They take like they're at like 50. Like I'm not gonna lie, they're up there. However,
how do you know?
Damo, I just said I did research. Dog. You can use Google. You know how to use Google. Stop playing. Stop.
I don't think you just Googled it. I don't think you just
What
Googled
it. Stop it.
I'm just getting it. I just got crazy deja vu from that. But, all right, go ahead.
You did research me so
that just sounds like a question like Dom posed to you before, and you responded the exact same way, bro.
But what's it called? They take like close to 50%. I'm not gonna lie on those. But their user interface is so much. Website OnlyFans at certain times, like a lot of times, is not a usable website.
But you think that's worth 30% more of your revenue just because the UI isn't that good?
Yeah, because it's usable to where I don't want to go back on it. Like content can be great, and this is just a general thing. Content can be great, but if YouTube wasn't usable, you wouldn't. Like you just wouldn't.
I don't know if that should affect the splits. I think that's just a user experience issue.
You got me like shit. I ain't gonna lie. That's a good point. But I ain't gonna lie. I'm a lazy nigga. That's a good point. Fuck that.
If this shit keep crashing, I'm not finna go.
I'm laughing at the chat.
Oh, what are they saying?
I'm laughing at the chat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what they say?
This nigga said Sage look like Justin Holiday.
Justin Holiday. Nigga was talking. How he was talking about X? He was talking about some wild things, and then he just
he's talking about hentai.
Yo, on TikTok, Sage, they said you look like the most DMV dude out there, bro.
That's not even cool, bro. That's not man. Come on.
That's a stereotype, man.
I look. I'm not one of these niggas that act like they from the Jackson shit. Nigga, I'm from the suburbs. I be chilling. I don't do too much. I get on my computer. I work. I go outside, I get food, I come back, and I work. I don't do any of this. that gotta be racist. Nah, that gotta be racist.
I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger.
This nigga
that gotta be racist.
This nigga said, I don't know what these niggas is on. I am not a nigga. All right, I grew up in the burbs. I am a good man.
I am a humble black man. What now?
Young black man.
TSO sound like
Oh,
Hubert
niggas, y'all
Davis
think
right now,
I'm
bro. That's
some
crazy.
thug?
Calling me a
Man.
nigga. I'm not a nigga.
You sound like
That,
Hubert Davis.
that Hubert
Yo.
Davis shit is funny. That's funny as fuck.
Nah,
That's
that's
funny.
it. Nah, someone told me that.
He said, "I'm a proud black man, and I'm also proud my wife is white." Like, yo, what does that mean? Yo, what does that? Yo,
That's funny, bro.
yo, what does that mean, bro? Okay, next topic is kind of. Actually, let's save that for later, bro. Have y'all seen Zion's shoes?
I haven't.
No.
They
Them
look like
shits is
trash,
ass, bro. Them shits
They
is
look like
ass.
trash.
They look
Did he
like
sign with Jordan?
Specific shoe y'all
they're
talking
Nike.
about?
They're Nike, but they look like a Nike version of Dwight Howard shoes, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yo,
The White House.
I ain't go. Yo, let's
Let's
keep it
they
buck.
ugly, bro.
They're ugly,
ugly.
bro. They look
Like,
like
I
they're
don't even know.
specifically
Like, I'm
made for
okay.
Zion and Zion only, like no one else.
I think the thing is that a lot of these shoes are getting ugly as fuck now. Like if we be in 100, like,
Yeah.
but they're performance. So right for Zion, I think their number one priority was make sure he don't bust out these shoes like he did at Duke. And if that means making them ugly, you know, looks for the sake of performance or performance for the sake of looks, like they did what they had to do. If shit's ugly, I'll never wear them.
They look like Reebok
go ahead.
zigzags. Ain't gonna lie, without the sole.
So,
What the
Am I
For
bugging?
Zion 34s. What the fuck is this? Nah, man, this gotta be a joke. It's some fucking red, orange, and green shoestring built ass shoe with
Let me see.
black. What is this? Look up
Yeah.
Zion 34s.
Zion
the fuck?
34.
See him. I'm looking right now.
Are those the one that just released,
Oh my
or
God.
is that a different thing?
I just seen it on stocks. That is crazy.
no, nigga, that's the Jordan 34.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a
my
Jordan
God. I was about to
34.
throw up. Okay.
That's not his shoe. Now his
Niggas
shoe's
all
still
up the
ugly.
floor.
But honestly, TSO, those shoes look better than the actual Zion shoes. Just go on Zion's Instagram, and it's like the first
My bad.
post.
I'm not going to sign on Instagram right now.
It's,
I don't think Zion ugly. If we talking about just
Oh yeah,
Oh
Gumbo
my-
ugly as shit, but he
Yo,
cool.
I-
He ugly as shit, but he cool. motherfucker.
Y'all were too quick with that. Y'all were
Bruh,
too
come on,
fast.
bruh.
Damo, is Zion ugly or no?
Hey man, I
You can
support
look
all
at
my
a man
thick
and be
boys,
like,
bro.
he alright, and then you can look at a man and be like, it's not hard, bro. It's not hard, bro.
I support all my thick boys,
not
man.
ugly. Y'all, do y'all think LeBron's ugly?
Yeah.
And
Y'all
they say I
think
look like
LeBron's
LeBron,
ugly?
so
Bro,
I'm ugly.
ugly.
I'm looking at Zion right now. Only thing ugly are the razor bumps under his chin. Like you can, I don't know.
This nigga
Like,
skipped the
you
shoes.
You can tell he was raised by his mom because she ain't teach him how to shave.
Oh my!
Zion look like a country boy.
I can't.
A cool little country boy. Yeah.
What did I say? What?
He said,
It's
I could tell you a
true.
country boy. Hell no. He ugly though. For I'm
He
all
is though.
jokes
He
aside.
from Salisbury. Shout out to 704, nigga. He from the 4-2. Hey.
Yo, Omar, some of the TikTok comments say you look like Roddy Rich. How do you feel about that?
Roddy Rich. I usually get LeBron James, so I'm hella surprised, honestly.
This shit look like
Roddy
Eagle, bro.
Rich.
Bro, I don't see Roddy. Y'all niggas lying. I
He
don't
said,
see Roddy.
"Ew."
I saw like 2 to 3 comments saying you look like Roddy Rich. It's crazy.
They said I look like John Jones if he never went into the UFC.
Okay, that's funny. I'm sorry, man, that's funny.
What?
Yeah, they say I look like him and
John
LeBron
Jones.
James.
No.
I don't see the John Jones.
Well, would y'all wear the Zions in any
I only see a couple of his shoes, and the answer
No.
is fuck no.
function?
I wouldn't wear him because he's under that bald headed menace, and I'm not supporting that nigga no matter what. So
They look like beaters. Like you just buy them and you're like, yo, these are my beaters.
I think Zion shoes that
Oh shit, Ma told me go to the car.
Zions are definitely the shoes that you get from like Marshalls or something like that. Or somebody gifts
I
you something.
guarantee you can get Zions right next to Shaq's and N1
Yeah.
shoes.
Yeah. Somebody saying,
I
"Yo,
feel
I
like
got
they're
you
so-
a
the same
gift. I got you some J's, man. Yeah, I got you some J's, man. Open this box up. Go ahead."
Foot Locker, it'd be right there
It's
to the
Zion.
left.
If they called those
Those
shoes
are-
Team Jordans, I would not bat an eye. I'm like, all right, those are new Team Jordans.
That's crazy.
let's just be honest, man. But hopefully, he can get better. These
Yeah, with
shoes
that
can get
said, with that said, fuck Lonzo. Fuck Lonzo, bro.
better. Uh
Oh fuck.
oh. Oh, look at his eyes. Like,
Nigga looked up, bro. This is the way this, bro. You ain't see how you looked up, bro. You said, nigga, what's up, bro?
What? Why fuck Lonzo? What's
Fuck Zoe for? What
Yeah.
happened?
Oh, I'm just saying. His teammate, his shoes did terrible too. Fuck Lonzo. Yeah.
Yeah, because them bum ass Hawk niggas have shoes. Yeah, you're right.
Trae Young got shoes. Trae Young got shoes. Trae Young got shoes. Trae Young got shoes.
You're buying them too, huh? Yeah. We you know what they look like? Do y'all know what Trae Young shoes
I
look
look
like?
up
'Cause I
Trae
didn't even
Young.
know
I
nigga
don't
had
know his
shoes.
shit.
from what I
No,
know
I
of
don't think
Omar,
he
it
was
sounds
Trae
like
Young
your
shoes.
your shoe game is kind of crazy, Omar. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying. So you think I'm not rocking the Youngs? Now Trae Young shoe ugly as hell.
Let's make
But-
a whole video about
Isn't this-
I had to
StockX.
say,
These
no
look
one's
like
rocking. No
knockoff
one's ever
fives.
said that. Rocking the Youngs? What the fuck
Trae-
is
Trae
that?
Young-
The
shoe look like a
Youngs, the
sock.
TYs. Yeah.
These shits that look like socks. This is his shoe.
Yeah, they look like a sock.
Nah,
They look like socks. No.
Yeah, Trae Young shoes. They ugly, bro. I'm not gonna lie. They are.
Balencis and shit. I'm good, bro.
The last good shoe from an athlete is honestly, at least to me, is Kyrie's. Like from the jump, Kyrie's have always been cold. But aside from that, I mean, Giannis's ass. KD's
They peaked.
they peaked. LeBron's peaked. Aside from that, I don't know. James Harden's shoes kind of hit. If they're just for performance, like you're not wearing them outside of.
I think that's the new thing though. All these shoes are for performance, like solely for performance. Not even like we're not trying to do anything looks wise. We're solely going for performance.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't bought shoes in
Fair.
2 years because I bought Concord 11s and Sesame Yeezys in 2018, 2019. But do y'all how much of a difference does like a shoe actually make in terms of how you play on the court?
Oh, on the court?
It depends on the shoe.
Good amount, low key.
Yeah, I'm not. I try to play it in some. I'm a dumbass. I try to play in some ones, maybe like Sunday. When I tell you I got crossed up for real, it was bad. It was a bad look. And I switched shoes to some Kyrie's, and was locked down for the rest of the game. But it really depends. Like it really depends.
Okay.
what shoe you
Because
get.
I'm just
In my
asking
opinion.
because when you talk about like let's say, and I know it's kind of off topic, but like iPhones, every year they incrementally get better with technology, and you can say technologically they're better every year. Is that the same with shoes, or can you say like Kobe sevens from back in the day because of the herringbone soles are better? Is like that every year? Like it's just getting better?
Some things are universally true. So like the herringbone system is like always going to be good technology. Same thing with I don't know, the Face ID. That'll forever be cool. But over the years, like the technology that they had in 1985 to make that shit is not flying today. Like it's just not. That's why Bill Russell walks like how he walks now.
Yeah.
If I don't know if he's in a wheelchair. Can I say that? Is Bill Russell in a wheelchair?
I don't think he is, but he's close to it.
Okay, so
Yes, he's definitely been in wheelchairs and he had to get up.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's been in wheelchairs.
he's in a
He
wheelchair.
definitely uses it at the airport
his
just to,
legs are destroyed.
just to not walk around. Like
But
I know old people that do that, bro. They go to the airport and they're just like, yeah,
Oh,
I
I
can't
don't-
walk, bro. Let me get
I don't
this.
be knowing. So, but like him and Kareem, you see how they be walking
Yeah.
toes inwards, knees touching each other, but it's because their feet are so messed up from wearing like Converses and stuff like that. So incrementally, the shoes have gotten better, all the tech and stuff like that. I feel like there's a reason I switch my shoes a lot for that.
No,
reason.
I understand that. Like talking about Converses to the '90s shoes to today. I'm just talking about specifically, really, in the last 6-7 years.
yeah, they've gotten
Okay.
better.
Okay. That's understandable. Since we still talking about kind of the content creation aspect, one thing it's just an observation I've made on YouTube, and it's about reaction channels. I feel like a lot of content creators have either blew up because of reactions, like Reacts, OSN, or they're making second channels that are reaction channels that are doing really well. Agent and Low, they got playback. The Sidemen have a reaction channel. I'm pretty sure Too Hype has a reaction channel. A lot of people are using reaction channels.
Said
That's like,
who? To who?
oh yeah, I forgot about them.
Yeah,
Too Hype. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, like channels are using reaction channels as like a second source of income type shit. But I vividly remember when reaction channels first came about and the perception with reaction channels. The one name that comes to mind is Jinx. I don't know if y'all remember Jinx, but that dude got so much flack for reaction channels because he was reacting to videos, barely reacting. He would just laugh, and he'd give his input. But if I'm being honest, it's looking back at those videos into what Flight is doing, they're very similar. They are very similar, and the flack back then was people are reacting to people who make. He spent hours upon this content, and then here comes this dude just sitting down, watching that for 10, 15 minutes, and using the product that they made for their benefit. Now, reaction channels have pivoted to the point where, they're kind of acceptable now. I'm not gonna lie. They're at least acceptable, if not looked up upon if they're executed right. Do y'all think that normalization of reaction channels is a good thing, or do y'all think like there's still a problem?
It depends which one you're normalizing.
Yeah, I was gonna say it depends on the content that we're asking to be reacted to as well. If we are just watching any run of the mill video, like let's say there's a new basketball YouTuber on the scene, and all he did was react to your videos, like literally paused and played every single take that you had.
Chill.
Oh shit!
I'm not gonna say it.
Chill, bro. Chill. We have squashed that beef, bro. We have squashed that beef.
We squashed it.
Is somebody?
I'm not sure. I ain't gonna cap. I've watched basketball content on my streams, but let's say that's all I did, right? And like I posted that shit or whatever. I think that and I don't know who you squashed with, so I'm not trying to restart no beef. This is all me. Well, whoever, and I'm not going at whoever, but
besides, though, he doesn't just react to NBA content, anyways.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say if you were just reacting to one person specific content, or even just a specific genre consistently with no creative aspect or creativity in you whatsoever, now you're weird because just lazy getting a check in a trend that the word reaction is gonna get you natural clicks. But if you're reacting to things such as trending topics, like obviously the EDP situation, or some skits that are funny, like or shoots or videos or borderline TV shows like AMP, funny enough, that's a whole different aspect where you're actually watching a show and the goal was for you to watch and react anyway, but you're doing it on camera. So
can I ask real quick, what's the check? I've always wondered what reaction channel, like does anybody have an idea of what like maybe the CPM is that could kind of lead me in a direction?
That's a good question. I don't know.
It's about the same as NBA YouTube.
Oh.
At least from I don't want to give details because I'm under contract and shit, but they're good. They're not bad. They're not like $5. I'll say this: they're over $6 CPM.
But do they not get flagged and like copyrighted and all that stuff like that easier?
Depends on the content you're reacting to, but it's kind of like let's say if you're reacting to NBA content and you edit it right. Just making a video essay and editing right, most of the time that's gonna clear you through the copyright system. But if you're combining that with like a face reaction type shit, it's easy to get by the copyright system that way. And honestly, if you're reacting to independent creators specifically, like a majority of them won't.
That's where I was going.
Yeah, a majority of them won't go after the copyright shit. Like, I know for a fact a lot of people react to AMP shit. I don't know how. I know Omar's involved with this, but like how often do y'all like go out of your way to copyright strike or even copyright claim people?
No, I'm playing. No, and you know what's crazy? I don't have no problem because and spam and kill us or whatever because they roll deep, and even Bruce. And I fuck with all of them like on a personal level. My thing is I wonder how it affects views for the main channel, and that's where my issue lies. I don't think people, like you said, an essay video or even like an AMP video or whoever video, I don't think people understand how much effort it takes into making those type of videos. How much day and night goes into making those types of videos. Mm-hmm. So then, in my opinion, for somebody who to just make their whole name around, okay, they make this video I watch this video, I react to this video, I get paid from this video. That I have like all I did was just wait for them to post, upload it, pause it a couple times, scream at the mic, and keep it pushing. I feel like that's lame if it affects the views, and to some extent,
in a negative way?
I think it does. Yeah, in a negative way. So my thing was to and maybe I can spoil it just a little bit, but I was telling them, yo, we kind of got to watch how long some of these videos get because we can't keep making hour-long videos every single day. Like every time we make a video, it can't be an hour long. Why? It affects the rewatchability, which ultimately affects our views, and that's a negotiating point. We have this much rewatchability because if you think about it, if I watch an AMP video that's an hour,
yeah,
and then Bruce reacts to it, which is an hour and 10. Your Rage reacts to it, which is another hour and 10. LSK reacts to it, that's another hour and 10. Whoever else reacts to it,
Flag your shit.
That's 5 hours of some shit.
yeah.
Before they come back to watch the AMP video again, they just watch that video 5 times. Some of them don't even watch they don't watch the AMP video. They'll wait till Bruce reacts to the video, which I feel is like, wow, that's
Yeah, that's kind of wild. I ain't gonna lie.
That's kind of wild. But from my experience, at least, we're working on playback and just general anecdotal information. I know Click, he mentions the fact that Crispy reacted to one of his videos early on in his career, how that helped his content and his channel grow. Is I feel like when people specifically big time reaction channels react to your content, most of the time it has a positive impact than a negative impact. So yeah, I feel like I don't know where Dom went, but I feel like some people also structure their content to make it reactionable. Like me specifically, when I made like a video analyzing what Flight's top 10 all time would be, I kind of had that aim of let me make a video that Flight will like have a chance of reacting to type shit, because if he reacts to it, that's gonna improve the video, the views on that video. But yeah, going back to the original question, I do think reaction channels have gotten better, specifically with the shit where at least on playback, like that shit is some of the most engaging reactions I've ever seen. Like when you watch a playback video, you're really just not watching it for the content they're reacting to, but it's more so what Agent and Low are gonna say to that reaction. But when it comes to even a Flight Reacts, like when you watch a Flight Reacts video, the editing is poor, but you're really there to see what Flight has to say about it. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's an easy lick, and I think people need to understand that. As much as I do question how much they get paid, but I mean, you just told me the CPM is pretty high, but it's an easy lick. I mean, Flight will put out 15 videos in a day, like,
yeah.
And even if they do, they're probably gonna do 10K, but even if they did 1,000 a piece, that's 15,000 views in a day. Like, that's a crazy amount for somebody. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a lot for somebody in a month, let alone a day. Because the next day he's gonna do the same thing. And we're talking about getting up to the million in a month views total for Flight. So I get it. I don't have the biggest of problems. Some of it I question, but it also makes me. It depends on what you want out of YouTube, is what I will say. If you want something bigger than YouTube, if you want something that'll take you farther or whatever outside of YouTube, fine. How long can a reaction channel survive is a good question. I don't know how old Flight is, but I don't think people are gonna want to see 33-year-old Flight react. You know what I'm saying?
12 years might be stretching it. But if you look at Sniper Wolf, I don't know if y'all are familiar with her. She's transformed her channel from a Call of Duty channel to pretty much just a reaction channel the last 3 to 4 years. And for a channel to be a reaction channel for 3 to 4 years, and her averaging fucking 2 to 3 million views a video, shit.
Oh, so I know who she is. I think the difference between her though is she's gonna stay into this teeny bopper friendly category. So she did like a ninja. She reacts to TikToks, but she reacts to the corny TikToks about silly putty and stuff like that. Like she reacts to silly stuff. So it's honestly her channel has almost become like a child channel, like a trending child channel, if that makes sense. And that'll always be there to some extent because that way the kids can get their YouTube fix in, they can get their TikTok fix in, all in one. And she might be able to do that for years. Flight reacting to Curry highlights and LeBron, like for 10 years, 5 years, 6 years, I don't see that happening. If it happens, it happens. But I also feel like it puts a cap on you as a YouTube star.
And I guess that's kind of the next question I want to ask y'all. Is that I feel like YouTube, in terms of longevity, I feel like it's understated. Like, people think, like, when you do YouTube, it's like a 1 to 2 year gig, and it's just, you're out from there. But it's really more so, and from the people I followed, you can really make it last 5 to 7 years. But my question is, compared to what you can get from a regular 9 to 5 off of, let's say, an engineering degree, a doctorate degree, where that shit will last you till your 40s and 50s, that's where YouTube kind of scares me. And I guess it's a game of pivoting, and how you're like. My question is, at least to me, is like, what am I gonna be doing when I'm 40? You know, late in my 30s, when throughout my whole 20s I've just been a YouTuber. Like 10 years after I graduate, how much is that degree I got in computer engineering 10 years ago really gonna matter?
Let me ask this question to Sage because we're here now. I don't know how we got here.
Yeah.
Both of y'all are bigger on YouTube than I am. What is life after YouTube for you, Sage? What does that mean to you?
After YouTube, that means hopefully I've branched up higher than what I'm already doing. So right now, let's say I never got another sub again, and everybody that knows me, et cetera, check stays the same, yada, yada, yada. At this point, I'm building a resume on the fact that, hey, I've had a core fan base that's ridden with me for a couple of years whenever I go to a place like, and I'm not going to lie, I want to do something like even an ESPN or FS1 or something like that. I just like talking about sports and getting paid for it. I like talking about sports and making it fun. So if I ever evolve to a major network or get my own podcast or anything like that, that would be good for me. That's why right now, when it came down to working at a fucking T-Mobile or doing YouTube and doubling down on that, I was like, well, fuck yeah, I'm gonna double down on YouTube, because when it's time for that interview, they don't really give a fuck about me selling phones. They care about how I create content, how I project my personality, and am I actually informed about the sport? Yeah. So that's how I go about it.
What about you, Vsauce? What is life after YouTube? And actually, Sage put it in a good point. If you don't have another sub, and you have to move forward with your life, whatever that means, what is life after YouTube for you?
Well, specifically for me, I've planned out my shit to the point where I do have a plan B, where I can use my computer engineering degree, go back into that software engineering lane and get a job in that sense. But if it's not that sense, I feel like the experience I've gained from YouTube, I feel like would be good enough to get me at least an entry-level job in some sort of marketing firm. Like, just being able to say I've worked with like a fucking Skillshare and Manscaped, all these brands, been able to build multiple platforms on multiple social media platforms, I feel like is a big deal. And I asked that on Locker Room, like Akil. That was one of the questions I asked him. I'm like, yo, how much are you really gonna weigh comparing a guy that just came off a bachelor's degree out the gate with like barely any experience, but he has that bachelor's degree, compared to a dude that has no bachelor's degree yet has so much experience in creating content, building platforms, and all that shit. And essentially what he said, and I don't know if this is like normal throughout the whole industry, is that he would rather hire like the person I described as essentially me, where I have more experience in the workforce and working with these brands and building a platform than just a bachelor's degree. So I guess that would be my plan C, is work into an actual marketing firm. But plan C, I feel like if it's just YouTube dying, would be going to a different platform. I feel like there's going to be always a platform for people to look at content for. That's never going to die, I feel like. I don't think the internet is going to die in the next 50 years. In 50 years from now, I'm fucking 70. So by then, I'm like...
You're trying to die, right? You're trying to get out of here.
Yeah, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to pack up. I ain't trying to be...
Or at least I
crippled
feel like
shit.
at that
Back me
point, I would have gained enough money in my like retirement fund or whatever that is to be like, all right, I can live out the rest of my life and just chill.
While I feel that way, and both to me, honestly, both answers are smart. I think what I found out from working with different people is that it's what you can say that you have on your resume. And I don't keep picking on him. I was under the assumption that if a YouTuber made a resume, it would be editing, thumbnail making, some type of graphic designing, some type of small business management, something like that. But that's not the case for every YouTuber.
Yeah.
So that might, and I can pick on my brother because it's my brother. You know, if that's not Lowe's resume, but it might be what is coming out of YouTube if that ever has to happen.
Wait, can you say that again? You cut out a little bit.
Oh, if that's not Lowe's resume, because some YouTubers don't have that same resume where they're managing a small business, where they're editing, where they're doing thumbnail, like graphic design and all that stuff, or they're not marketing because they have brand deals and stuff like that. If that's not your resume, what can you do outside of YouTube? Like when YouTube ends, when the views stop, because people have audiences that are like, I don't know, 15 to 18 now or 15 to 25. I mean, eventually that audience is going to get off YouTube as heavy as they were. Like, it's just going to happen, truly. Are you going to try to pick up the next wave of 13, 14, 15-year-olds? And by that time, you'll be in your late 20s, early 30s. Is that what you're going to do? Or are you going to transition to something else? But
if you're talking about just one YouTube channel, I agree. But if you've seen with guys like Joe Rogan, with guys like Joe Budden, you just move on to the next platform and cater to whatever audience you really want to talk about.
But can everybody do that is my question. That's what I'm saying. I don't know any.
No.
Can if somebody's making just 2K videos and they've been just making 2K videos, and eventually their views stop, their streams stop, all this stuff because it's just dying. What do you do? What do you do?
That's why with me myself, even though basketball is going to be not timeless, but it'll be withstanding years from now.
Yeah.
Despite that, my whole thing is to necessarily get my personality out there and one day not leave the basketball community because I would never do that because that's what I'm doing YouTube, but to necessarily give myself the chance to, if I ever just make more mature content, whether that's a podcast, advice, even shit, I'll be wiser at that point. Anything that they're sub for my personality in that point. So my channel, anything I create on YouTube is just that. Whatever the fuck I want to do, whatever advice or opinion, I want to put on my platform, my channel, rather than just basketball, or let's say if I was a gamer, just 2K or whatever. Because if you get stuck there now and you focus on that niche now, cool, you'll be able to grow to a 30, 40, 50, 100K, million, whatever. But like, as you just said, 3 years from now, you're going to grow up. Your fans are going to grow up and nobody's going to watch your shit. That's just the dark reality of it. Nobody's going to be on YouTube all day, every day. People aren't going to be on Twitch at 4 p.m. watching your shit. It's not going to happen. And when that time comes, what are you going to do?
I feel like a good example recently is Aiden Ross. Like, he came up off the 2K shit. And specifically when Next Gen pivoted, 2K just died. And he pivoted into the dating show shit. Now he's, I don't even know what the GTA 5 shit. He's just pivoted so much so that because he gained a following in 2K where it wasn't because of his gameplay really, it was because of his personality. He could have pivoted that audience and talked about whatever the fuck he wanted on whatever platform he wanted really. So yeah, I feel like it's definitely, if you really want to make it last as long as possible, there's definitely ways to make it last into your 40s. But it's definitely easier said than done. It's easier said than done. Like even with the Joe Rogan and Joe Budden example I gave out, like those motherfuckers have been in the music. At least Joe Budden, he's been in the music industry for like 10 years. So when he jumps into the podcast game,
more than 10.
Yeah, way more than 10. So if he jumps into the podcast game, he's instantly giving you certain information that other podcasters simply can't give you because they aren't in that industry for as long as he is. Same thing with Joe Rogan. The fact that he's been in the MMA business for so long, he has certain information that you just can't access anywhere else but Joe Rogan. And on top of the connections he's made throughout the years. The fact that he can get like fucking Elon Musk on his podcast not once but twice. So yeah, business talk. Hey,
Shit.
I don't know
Ready
where
for
Dom
that
went, but he missed some gems. You know what I'm saying? He missed some gems. Yeah, hold on. Let me bring up the topic list.
Get into that list.
I think we got something hilarious left, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, the next topic I want to bring up, and I think this is a good segue from the topic we just brought up, is I feel like at least on TikTok, and I got this idea from TikTok. A lot of people on not just that platform, but a lot of platforms are promoting this idea that entrepreneurship is like the only way to go. Like it's like if you're not making a money and making it on your own terms, like you're kind of a failure type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like people are just like, it's not that hard to make money. You just gotta sign this fucking contract, flip this house, and boom, you're a fucking millionaire. It's just that easy. I don't know what y'all fucking dumbasses for going to fucking college. And this is a conversation me and Omar have had on Locker Room. Is college, especially that one day, bro. Remember that one day with Jack in the room, bro?
Killing it, going hard.
Yeah.
For no reason.
This
And
conversation.
we was just in a room with. We was just. In
Oh,
a room
that's the
with
same dude.
Yes,
Oh, is that
that's
the same dude?
that was going hard about Curry. Yes, bro.
Yeah, I saw your invite. I was editing. I'll definitely stop by on the next one. That shit funny.
Yeah, so we've had this
that's
conversations of like how valuable exactly is college, and like some tips and tricks going into college. And essentially, for the people who don't know, the person we're referring to, he's on the presumption that if you don't go to college for an engineering degree or a doctorate degree, or you're going in for medicine or law, you're pretty much just wasting your fucking time in college.
Well. Well.
And then, and what I'm saying is certain creators on other platforms are pushing it further. Where if you're just in college, period, what the fuck are you doing? Because you could be your own boss type shit, and that's the only way to go. How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all think that's dangerous? Do y'all think that's true?
It's dangerous. It's definitely dangerous. Let's not get it twisted. Because the way that it is basically entrepreneurship is someone has to invest in what you do. Like, I'm gonna make it basic as shit for everybody watching. It's you, my nigga. So whatever you do, whether it's comedy, fashion, design, music, whatever, they are buying into what you do. One, it takes talent. Not everybody has talent. And two, you have to find out what you're talented at. So if you can't find that, you already packed up because you didn't go to college, dummy. On top of that, I'm just being honest. If you can't assess yourself, self-awareness matters in being an entrepreneur.
This nigga said dummy.
And if you don't know what the fuck you're good at, if I'm over here thinking I'm a rapper, but I can't even think of 4 lines off the dome right now. What the fuck am I doing trying to rap, my nigga? I'm stupid. Pack me up. But if you all troll aside, how do I say this? Because I don't want to be a dick.
No, be a dick.
Be that, bro.
Be a dick.
It's all right.
I mean, it's all right. If you go to college and you don't have that route of exactly what you want to do, you are wasting your time in the sense of you have to have a specific goal in mind. And the worst part about college is that's not going to happen. You're going to pivot as you grow up, as you mature, and simply like new things that you experience in college. You're going to change that route as a result. You're always going to throw yourself off course once or twice. So in that sense, you're wasting time, I guess. But if you're not an entrepreneur, you're wasting time. Like you hinted to earlier, so it's way easier said than done. Not everybody's going to buy into every private organization shit, because in that case, everybody would be doing it, and that's literally not the case. So
I think how can I say? What was it? I think the main problem is that people don't understand what at all.
Wait,
Like,
say that
people
again.
just don't.
You cut out again.
Dang, what's going on?
I don't know. It happens every now
It's
and then.
literally like just 3 seconds where
You
your camera is fine, but it's just we can't hear.
No, I'm
audio.
saying the snowball. You think I gotta have it like right here?
I think it's a connection problem.
Probably not. It's your connection.
You saying my Wi-Fi ass?
Yeah, your
You'll
Wi-Fi's
sound
ass. That's
perfectly
really what I'm
fine,
saying.
and for 3
But-
seconds, I kid you not, it sound like you hit the mute button.
Yeah,
Bruh, you know how much I pay Xfinity for this Wi-Fi? Listen,
I don't know.
That's why. Xfinity. That's tough. Big
But I think-
Fios.
I think what's it called? I think the problem is that people don't know what it takes to run a business. Like truly, they don't know what it takes to run a business. And also, I think they look at college as these different things. And I know it sounds harsh, but people tell you go to college to learn yourself, do what you want to do what you love to do, and all that stuff. I don't think anybody in the world ever loves to do work, like work physically, like or work at all. Like if you got paid, if you everything was taken care of, and you could just freely, you could do whatever you wanted in life. I think that's the route that any and everyone would take. Nobody says, "Nah, man, I like working. I like waking up at 4:30 in the morning to be at my job at 5."
unless you're
To
Gary
work.
V. I ain't gonna lie, the way Gary V talks, bro.
I swear, if they had access to any and everything, and it was just paid, they would rather do that than work.
Yeah.
Because at some point it gets to work. And honestly, this gets to YouTube. This gets to YouTube stars as well, because people, this is what the next generation wants to do, is go on YouTube. It's cool when you're making videos talking about basketball or cars or calculators or whatever the hell you love. That's fine. When the stakes get higher, when those 10 out of 10s and those 9 out of 10s mean something different, like when your money starts getting affected from those 9 out of 10s and shit like that, when your videos don't perform well, yeah, it's a lot into it. When you have to run this small business that you now have, it's a lot to do it, and you have no clue what you're doing. I feel like the reason why people feel like this way about college is because they have too many examples in their lives of people that went to college, got degrees to get them, and then didn't either A, do specifically what they were going to school for, or B, they didn't know how to work their degrees. There are so many careers out there that pay more than, I guess, average wages or middle class wages that people just don't know about. And I feel like if they found out more about those, then they would be more enticed to do it. And I know we'd be preaching computer science and engineering, but it's a couple people on my timeline. I know 2 people on my timeline right now. They have 2 remote jobs. They work about 34 hours a week. And they get paid $300K from each job. That's fine. Like that's a
From
cool
each
9 to
job?
5. Yes, bro.
You said each. That's what made me go like, oh.
Is this
shit,
job
all right.
legal?
Yeah, it's cybersecurity.
Okay. I'm
Oh, dirty money.
Like that's
Okay.
like bro, that's come on now. And you can try your hardest on YouTube. You try your hardest being an entrepreneur, and you might never make it. I don't think they understand the people. People might have not heard this B Simone rant, but B Simone was right when people was talking about, yeah, I only get like 4 hours of sleep because I'm running my own business. I'm doing literally everything, and they don't
That's
realize
true.
that 4 hours of sleep, missing birthdays, Christmases, Valentine, all celebrations. Don't think about getting sick. If I get sick working at my job, I can call out. If I get sick running my small business, the whole business just drops and fails.
That's true.
Like
That's true.
If me, Omar, gets sick, they probably get it done. Maybe y'all think y'all will have AMP videos? Be honest. If I got hospital sick, if I got Rona sick and had to go to the hospital
Hey,
for
that's what I was gonna get into, especially if you're like a chef. Like, let's say Chef Omar was dead ass running the kitchen, and then Chef Omar got Rona.
nigga, that shit
Couldn't go
will
to-
flop.
That's
up.
a fact. Yeah,
It's up.
cause my I'm gonna just be honest. Like my girl works at a mall job, like a regular part-time 9 to 5, and the way that's structured is you go to work for however hours you work, but outside of that, you don't have to worry about work whatsoever, unless you're like truly interested in the products at work or whatever. You don't have to worry about work when you're an entrepreneur. I've had days where I wake up at 9 and work till fucking midnight. Just like looking up, like researching fucking the best YouTube practices, researching for videos, getting editing done. I think that is one thing about YouTube that and just content creation in general that people don't take into account. Yes, you get to structure your days and your hours as much as you can, but there's a lot of passive work that y'all just don't consider. Like y'all think it's just a let me do shit for 5 hours and then let me clock out. No, that's really not how it is. That's really, at least for me, I can't speak for everyone, but at least for me, yeah. I don't know if you can speak on that.
Yeah, so that's actually, so remember the first time I was on here, we talked about if you put in a 9 to 5 effort on your content, you would actually have a way higher chance of blowing up, and that's why a lot of people don't blow up. I rewatched it not too long ago, and I was like, now that I think about it, you could put 9 to 5 effort into it until you realize it's not 9 to 5 effort. Like, if I wish I could wake up at 9 and get a video out by 5. I am up 8:30 going to 11:59, like, oh shit, I'm still not done. All right, let me go to bed, wake up the next day. Then it's a matter of how you want to represent your content, especially if it comes down to the fact that it's going to sound, I mean, shit, y'all told me stop being nice. People are assholes, right? Like, you little motherfuckers watching, I'm not going to cap. Some of y'all are assholes, bro. Like, you can work on a 12-minute project. Bezos, let's say you talking about Kawhi's playoff run. Let's make it into our regime. Talking about Kawhi's playoff run. Let's say instead of you said game-winning shot against the Sixers, you said the Rockets. Don't know why you would say the Rockets, but let's say you say hit it against the Rockets. Imagine at all them hours that you worked on, and I want all y'all motherfuckers to feel this from the bottom of my heart. All them hours you worked on, your comment section says 12:39. You said Rockets? Really? What?
Yo, I said that 2 videos ago, bro. I did a video on Donovan Mitchell. I'm gonna be honest, I was a dumbass for saying this, but I said Utah was a city. And like I saw fucking 50 comments saying Beso said Utah's a city. I'm like, bro, did you not hear the whole premise of the fucking video?
That's what you took away. And you would think it's just us being sensitive until you look at your like dislike ratio and you see, I'm like, what the fuck? You dislike this video because of that? Like, are you kidding me, my nigga? So that's one. A lot of y'all aren't mentally prepared to do it. It's just that simple.
Yeah. 2,
a lot of you guys think you could buy your way to it. You can't. It's not that simple.
Yeah.
It's so many factors that until you actually do it, you cannot do it. And the fact that the generation is trying to go that way is cool. If you want to make your own boss, cool. I don't like people telling me what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
But you have to be prepared to do that, and a lot of you aren't. And also, that's the reason why I say dropping out and not giving a fuck about school is a little dangerous or very dangerous.
Yeah. I also feel like a lot of people are, when it comes to the content creation shit, I don't even know if they're scared, but they're just put off of this idea that you're working 8 to 10 hours a day and really just unpaid work for hypothetically a year, maybe more than that if your shit doesn't blow up. And going back to the original question, I'm just saying it's not, I just don't like this idea that working a 9 to 5 is necessarily a negative thing. Like, I understand the conversation we just had. Entrepreneurship is easier said than done. But this idea that when you're working a 9 to 5 and you're so, like, you have a boss that you're automatically a failure. Bro, I mean, if you don't want those responsibilities and you just want to clock in, make 6 figures a year, live your life outside of work and just not have to worry about work, I'm not knocking you for that. So I just don't like that negative that connotation when it comes to 9 to 5 jobs.
And also, it's easy to say until it's you, or it's honestly different perspective. Like, imagine if you were a chef, right, and you want to own a restaurant. Which is more prominent? Better yet, which is more prominent? Owning your own restaurant, or Gordon Ramsay wanting you to cook him food, and him paying you for his food privately, like you being Gordon Ramsay's private chef, and him technically being your boss, or you owning a restaurant out there in Delaware or something, which is genuinely more prominent. The nigga that Gordon Ramsay is like, oh shit, let me pay him for his food.
I think you know what's crazy, Sage. That'll be my last point on it too. One, I don't think everybody understands what it takes to do this stuff. But 2, I think there's this thing about entrepreneurship. There's this idea that once you do this, you'll be making a lot of. When people look at their expenses and stuff like that versus how much they made, a lot of businesses they don't make a lot of profit. Some of them are even in the red for years. I mean, hell, look at the WNBA. And I know we're not talking about the WNBA, people to stick on that point, but a lot of businesses lose money for years doing this shit, like just trying to become relevant. So, right, would I rather, and the example that I made, would I rather go to school, have the possibility, I mean, a high likelihood of getting 2 at-home jobs where I'm working less than 40 hours a week, both of them paying me $300K. I don't got no worries outside of work. I'm fine. Or do I gotta struggle? Not even struggle. Hell, let's say I have a job that pays, or I have a business and I make 40 or 50K a year. Which one sounds better? I can even say the one job that makes 300K. You're making 40, 60, 70K from your one job. I mean, from your business. You're telling me that that's somehow better, and you have all these responsibilities, and you have all this stuff that weighs on you.
Like, let me give some pushback on that. I feel like, yes, you're making 300K away from a 9 to 5, but if you're making 80K and you really like what you're doing, although there are responsibilities, I feel like we have to have that conversation of, if you're happy with what you're doing,
You're right.
like I'd rather make 80K being happy than 300K miserable.
Happiness is a factor, but at the end of the day, if we're talking from a financial standpoint, and people are trying to push the standpoint of you're going to make more as an entrepreneur, that's literally false. It's just not true.
That's what I think it is. People, part of that conversation is this idea that you'll make a lot of money as an entrepreneur. I know YouTubers that make a lot of money. I know YouTubers that don't make a lot of money.
That don't. Yeah.
Like I know YouTubers that don't make money. Period.
Also with me, like I feel like a lot of people consider my channel successful, but from what I made last year or the year before, I want to say that's enough to make it a full-time job at all. So that's just something to bring up. Chad asking for Damo. I don't know where Damo went. I know he does leave at like 10:30 because he has work at midnight, but he did leave earlier than usual. I'll check up on him.
I'm gonna start flaming Damo. No, I'm playing.
This dude right here. All right, so we got one topic left, and it's honestly the most serious one. Y'all ready? Oh,
all right.
Y'all ready? Okay, let's deep breath. All right.
It wasn't even funny. You just the fact that you said it was serious.
This dude right here. Okay, so the verdict came out yesterday.
Yeah,
yesterday.
Yesterday.
I
know Sage right. Oh shit.
On the George Floyd case, and it became he got charged on 3 counts of murder, right? That's what it was.
Yeah. Like 2nd degree, 2 second degrees, and the 3rd degree, I think.
Yeah, something like that. Essentially, the guy was charged as guilty, and as especially with this case, it's allowed people to be more vocal again about the situation. When it comes to the situation, there's always a peak, and then it dies down, and then when the verdict comes out or any new footage comes out, there's another peak, and we're at the peak of these conversations again. We're at another peak of these debates. And motherfuckers are, getting political on Instagram when, let's just be honest, 60% of the year, 70%, 80%, they really aren't. One of my friends on Instagram put this on his story. And I'm a person that believes that I look past political opinions in terms of friendship. Like if you're a genuine dude and we just have political differences, I may strongly disagree with you, but if we're hanging out and you treat me right, you know what I'm saying, you treat my family right, you treat the people around me right, then I don't have much of a problem with you. That's just me though. But he posted this
nigga Omar's hilarious.
I saw the facial expressions.
I tried to ignore that shit, bro.
I saw the facial expressions.
I think I was in the locker room, so I know your take. Omar, I'm with you. It's just, but continue.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
All right. So my friend posted this on his Instagram story, and it's from an account called Raging Americans. Y'all take that as you will. All right, and the post is just text. It says, "I'm sick of people saying cops need more training. You had 18 years to teach your kid it's wrong to loot, steal, set buildings ablaze, block traffic, laser people's eyes, overturn cars, destroy buildings, and attack citizens. Who failed who?" I want y'all to just give your reactions on that, real quick.
It's dumb as fuck. I don't.
Gonna say, do I have to? I mean, like,
Yeah,
1 + 1 is not 3. Like some shit is just. You hear a lot of stupid shit on the internet, and I've gotten better at ignoring dumbass shit from dumbass people. Like some people are just built stupid. Like, it's like God fucked up sometimes. And then on the person that made that, I ain't gonna lie, God, you my boy.
This nigga said God fucked up.
Yes.
But all troll aside, though, if I have to somewhat get serious, I gotta say the results of that. The one thing that angered me, because I already knew. Let's be honest, we already knew the kind of people that was going to act a fool. We knew the kind of people that was going to celebrate. We also had people that's treating this shit like it's draft day. I mean, you got people filming the family. Like, why is there cameras in their fucking house? You got people that's what's it called? Damn, I had something ready for this fucking. Oh my, go ahead. I'm gonna remember it the second you talk. I'm gonna remember it. Go ahead.
My thing about it is, first of all, let me say I don't agree with what you just said about you can look past political opinions.
Oh shit.
And the reason why I say this is because some of these things, characteristics of people, are really telling of other things.
Yeah, like I feel like their political opinions do bleed into their personality.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like it bleeds into
that.
other parts of their personality, other characteristics that they might have. And I'm not, somebody could say they like blue M&Ms, and I might look past and like, blue, pretty crazy. I don't fuck with blue M&Ms, but hey, he's a good guy. I hang out with him, and then next thing you know, blue M&Ms might have this group, but he's not like that group that likes blue M&Ms. So, but then he says something else. Yeah, I like blue slushies as well. All right, you're getting a little crazy. Blue slushies, but you still treat me right. And then you see this person post this Instagram post. You're like, wow, that's crazy.
To be honest, this is a friend that like we were close in high school, but like since then we haven't talked.
I get it, but what I'm still saying is all this political stuff, and whether you believe Republican or Democrat, it still tends to lead to different indicators of their personality on a bigger scale than just politics. In my opinion, it's never just politics, especially when you have certain commentary on different views. Because I don't care what they say. It might be some person on Fox News that is like, oh yeah, Derek Chauvin. I don't care to know his name. He did what he did and he deserves to go to jail. That's cool that you have this view. However, you still represent Fox News. You still represent this, that, and the third. I'm going to go ahead and assume that you have this track record. It's prejudice to a certain extent. However, some of these things are just telling because you just wouldn't be in these situations if you didn't believe these certain things. My opinion.
Going back to the original quote I just read, there's just so many things wrong with that post. I feel like number one, this idea that policemen and like regular people who aren't trained to be cops, them having the same standards is wild to me. I don't know if y'all agree with that, but like, so if you make a living off of upholding the laws, and you get higher education, if you go to a police academy to get this training, and you're telling me after all of that, you're getting paid 50, 60K or whatever it is to uphold the laws and be the standard, the example to other people of, how to follow the rules. And it's okay for you to, make the same mistakes of fucking criminals making. I just think that logic is flawed. But also this idea that you are so pro-blue, pro-cop, that people suggesting that policemen need better training. If I tell you, I think you need better training. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we should put more money, put more thought into the training you get. And you're so up on the cops as it is right now that you're against that. I think that's a problem. That's a problem, bro. Like, we are literally saying we want y'all to be better, and I don't want to speak for everyone, but we would go as far as to restructure the education system to the point where y'all get better training and be better prepared for these situations. And you're saying no to that?
Abolish them.
Abolish them.
I was gonna say, this gonna sound a little. Some people gonna understand where I'm going with this, but to hell with the training. Honestly, it's not the fucking training. And the reason why I'm gonna say it's not the fucking training is because there's people with common goddamn sense walking on the street that don't confuse their wallet with their gum pack. Like they're talking about, oh fuck, I thought this was my taser. No, you didn't, bro. No, you did. What part of whipping it out, aiming that motherfucker did? No, I mean y'all know the situation I'm talking about. If you don't Google it, there's also people in this world who view things from such a, let's say, ignorant perspective. Even innocently, and I think that's the part that people need to start peeping too, and that's why I'm with Omar in the sense of the politics somewhat show it, but I'm not here to debate that. The reason why I'm getting into that is because there's some people in this world of certain ethnicities that are going around to other ethnicities like, congratulations. What are we celebrating here? Like that man is dead. Like,
yeah, I know. Can we real quick talk about that Raiders thing? Stupidest tweet I've ever seen.
Yeah, what the fuck are the Raiders
that
doing?
Is a stupid. It is like, still on their fucking Twitter. Pinned.
Yeah, pinned comment at that. Like, I'm over here. I'm trying to like laugh every now and then to lighten it up a little bit. But in the grand scheme of things, there's some fucked up shit going on. And even though you're not outwardly saying you're a duck, this is my. Oh yeah, by the way, you ain't gonna get that reference. I say this to my group chat all the time. Whether it's with girls, whether it's with one of those people, etc., etc. If it walk like a duck, if it talk like a duck, if it quack like a duck, it's a fucking duck, my nigga. So if everything is looking one way, but they don't just flat out say, and I'm gonna fucking say, let me not even sugarcoat it. A lot of people, hell, even people that look like me, Omar, a lot of non-Caucasian people, they're just waiting for the slur. The slur wasn't said. Oh, you're good with me. They ain't say hard R. Oh, good with me. Ignorant. I think that shit's ignorant as fuck, stupid as fuck, and you can easily see when a person who wants to not be canceled and live their life, but at the same time has alternate beliefs or whatever. And this case is doing nothing more than spurring a cycle of, hey, we like police, even though most of police don't really need to be police. But I don't even got time for it.
I had to look into it. Yes, the tweet is still up. Crazy.
Yeah. Vegas.
My thing is though, it's not about you can't reform some of this stuff. Like truly, you can't reform some of these people's beliefs. And this is outside of police. You can't reform people's beliefs like to a certain extent.
Yeah.
It's a system that has to be torn down, reconfigured, and then built back up in this way. And I'm not saying that the next system is going to be perfect, but the next system would be better than the current system that's in place. And again, I don't even just mean police. I mean education, in the healthcare system, because there's racism and there's discrimination and there's disparities within all of these. So it's just you can't reform this. You can't train this or anything like that. It just doesn't necessarily work that way.
To me, my biggest problem with police training is the fact that out of all the professions where you have control of someone's life, whether that be being a doctor, we can even stretch it to like engineering and how they control the roads, the devices we communicate with, how that affects our lives. The amount of training you would have to do, the amount of schoolwork, the amount of, just hours in terms of honing and perfecting your craft. You would need to be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, all of these other professions, compared to what's required to be a policeman. There's such a big gap. And the policemen are the one that they have a fucking gun in their hand. That's the biggest problem.
I want up you, and I'll keep it short so Omar can go ahead. Why, with the people with a gun in their hand that are made to serve and protect, we even have the ideology? And that's why I'm against against training the police. I'm with Omar. You gotta break that shit down. Because why are we trying to argue that the fucking position of the world that needs to learn how to protect human life, and we need to train on right from wrong, just natural morals and common sense, is the people that are supposed to defend us? I think that's the biggest red flag, like contradicting thing.
Yeah, you can never have more of that, bro.
I'm about to say that's true. How do you train morals and shit? Like that doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense.
But also asking for more of that. Asking for more of that. Like, y'all need more moral training. I don't know how you can disagree with that, bro.
More common
Like, nah,
sense training.
they're fine right now, bro.
Yeah,
Y'all
even
y'all
if we have
bugging,
to
y'all
go there,
bugging, bro.
Yeah, how could you
Yeah.
disagree with just needing more? But yeah, ultimately that is bullshit.
I think another reason, and it kind of ties in with the entrepreneurship thing, is people just don't understand. Like people within their own life, people don't understand how things work. Like I know, and an iPhone is a pretty good example. I got an iPhone right here. People probably utilize maybe 5% of what an iPhone can do.
Yeah.
Like just truly. And anything else, because when you look at those tips and tricks pages, you might come across some stuff that's like, oh man, is that a tip or a trick, or is that just something that you should have known out of the box? That's been something that Apple's been doing for years. But when it comes to a lot of this stuff, people only know about maybe 5% of the information that's needed to know about any given thing in their lives, whether it's their phone, their car, their job even. They don't even know what they can do and can't do at their job. So when they come to criticizing other people's jobs, they don't know about the amount of training that a police officer gets before they get into the academy. They don't know about how much continued education that a police officer gets while they're on the force. They don't know what they can and can't do. I see those videos all the time about people telling officers what they can do, and then they'll say something afterwards, and you know what I'm saying? Oh, well, this is what I can do, and then they'll call the sheriff out there, or they'll call their supervisor, and their supervisor will, well, you know that this citizen is actually right. You can't do this, and even vice versa. Sometimes the officer will come out of there, the manager, the sheriff, or whatever you want to call it. Their supervisor will come out and let them know, like, hey, this person is wrong, like the citizen is wrong, the police officer is right. But because everybody just doesn't know enough about different situations, and the thing that makes it so much different is the police officer is the one that has the end all be. They have the say so in the decision. Like they can execute you, they can put you in handcuffs, slap you in the back of the car. There's no repercussion. So if people got more knowledgeable, and I don't think that that's ever going to be the case. Honestly, that's a lot soon with what's going on in life. But if you got more knowledgeable about your life, you would just live better. You could move differently or move accordingly. I'm not saying that's your responsibility. I'm saying that about officers as well. But in the grand scheme of it all, you gotta abolish it. You just gotta rip it down. It's not gonna work. It'll never work, no matter what type of system they put in place in this direct, manner. It won't work. So they just have to rip it down. To be honest with you, I'm
just saying, in a world where they don't rip it down, I just feel like the next best thing would be to raise the standard. Cause I feel like in the grand scheme of things, I feel like the job of a cop should be just as valued as the job of a doctor. Like, y'all should have similar training.
I can kind of see it. I mean,
y'all should have similar training. Like, y'all have the lives of people. Like, at the end of the day, y'all have the livelihoods of people, whether it's be protecting or, executing.
If we about to keep it 100, in the world where they don't tear it down, then they need to strip away some of the responsibilities. If we're being honest, what do police do? What do police do? And third time, what do police do? They don't stop crime. They don't prevent crime. Police don't do anything. They don't stop you from getting an accident. They just write it up afterwards. Police, their basic functions are,
you don't think they prevent crime? Like, if a person's speeding, like, they chase that dude down and then pull him over?
What crime is that? What crime is speeding?
Going over the speed limit?
Why is that? Is that a crime?
Okay, let's say stealing. Like, they'd go into the fucking shop and then try to handcuff him.
In my opinion, they don't prevent stealing.
I'm saying stopping that crime. Prevention and stopping.
They don't stop crimes. Theft happens every single day. Theft happens in places where police are. When I was working in retail, theft would happen, and they know loss prevention, some form of security. They know the police officers are right outside. That doesn't stop them from stealing. What stops somebody from stealing is not needing the need to steal. Why do people steal? We're talking about food specifically. Like, and I understand clothes is a whole different thing, a whole different mentality thing. Why do people steal?
They probably don't got the food.
It's the lack of opportunity to accommodate this resource or to acquire this resource. If somebody had food, why would they need to steal?
Yeah.
If they had the opportunity to, why am I stealing food? I'm not stealing food for clout. I'm stealing food because I'm hungry. If I wasn't hungry, if I had the ability to work to have a livable wage, I wouldn't need to steal. And I keep bringing this to other points. I don't know if y'all saw that sign on the drive-through that talked about how much they get paid. It said nobody wants to work here. They do not get paid a living wage. People getting paid $9 an hour, $8 to live off this. Managers at Sonic get paid $14 an hour. I'm a grown person. I'm supposed to provide for my family on $14.
Yeah.
That's not a livable wage, and I'm working 60 plus hours a week.
Yeah,
bro. I'm looking at this cabinet that's bare, and I got 2-3 kids in this household. Yeah, bro. I'm a steal. To be honest with you, me, Omar, I'm a steal. In that regard, it's either, hey, tell my kids they don't got to eat. I'm tired of not eating. I got to do what I got to do for my family.
Yeah. And this is a completely different topic, but what you just said right there, going back to the entrepreneurship thing, is how people are just saying, like, if you don't work a 9 to 5, you're a fucking failure. If you're in that situation where you have to steal food, I'm not fucking knocking you for working at McDonald's. Like, that's what you have to do. I'm not knocking you for, bro. Why aren't you investing into fucking AMC, you broke ass bitch? Like, what the fuck? I got bills to pay tomorrow. Like, what the? And I asked this to Dom when Rudy was on the pod, and just kind of used him as an example, like, as to why he isn't consistent on the YouTube shit. He told me it's because when you got bills to fucking pay, you're gonna do the job that's gonna pay the bills every month. So again, yeah.
Tell me what police do. All right, real quick. I mean, we can tell me what police do.
I was gonna say I'm not as on the extreme side as Omar is, but I do feel he's onto something in the sense of all police do is respond to the event that is either happened or happening. They don't, like, let's say you walk into a store, you can, let's go to the extreme. You can pull out a gun and say, everybody get down. You might go to jail 5 seconds later because a cop is right there. But in that moment in time, you still have all responsibility to do whatever the fuck you wanted to do. And it's just a matter of how that guy reacts. And then on top of that, most police, as long as you're not really, how do I say it, affecting them? Because their shit's commission, fun fact. So as long as you're not affecting them to a certain level, they don't care. They just do not care. It's a lot. It's so much corruption that we're here eternally. But I don't want to waver too off point here. But nah, I can stop right there. Yeah, I can stop right there. Honestly, I can stop right there.
Reforming it would be taking away their duties and having civil service. Like I had an uncle that had mental illness. And I'm serious mental illness. Him having an episode meant literally throwing stuff in the house and getting real aggressive. The answer wasn't to send a police officer out there that has no training with that problem. Like when you call and say, hey, I need help. This is a grown man. There's the answer isn't calling the police, because their answer is, and we've seen it, to gun down this man. It's to send out trained professionals to try to alleviate that situation. So again, if somebody, maybe they're saying it in the chat, if somebody could tell me one thing that police do that you feel is like beneficial, they could come out, and I lock my keys in the car before. Non-emergency services, they unlock that shit. That's cool. If that's what police were doing, that's fine. Navigating traffic when lights are down, that's cool. Showing up to scenes of accidents to kind of, control the flow of traffic, that's fine. If that's their basic function, that doesn't need a gun, taser, none of that shit. Somebody tell me what police do.
The only thing I could possibly think of is if there's a situation in which there's a defenseless woman and a dude trying to impose himself on her, and she calls the police as the Uber. That's the only thing I fucking think of.
Please don't be stopping that. Is he actively stalking you, man?
I was gonna fucking say,
has he done anything to you?
Police give you a hard time for when there's actual shit going on. Hell, and I know we haven't talked about it, but even and I know the dude that made the video is a fucking weirdo too. But even in the little whole EDP situation, I saw like 5 variations of my chat. If you're any of you motherfuckers in here, I'm not reacting to that shit. But when you get there, and when you get to the end of the video, they call the police. And when they call the police hear that he's a P. He's doing wild shit or whatever. They ask this man, I kid you not, 30 fucking questions. They ask him for his name, the pronunciation of the name, the exact coordinations. Like the nigga has a map. What car does he drive? Like, bro, just get your ass on, bro. like stop the situation. You like, let's say they weren't doing a setup and it was actually a little girl in apartment Z or whatever, and a person walking by put 2 and 2 together, and now because you can't describe what EDP looks like, that girl is, God forbid, like, damn, they don't even respond to crime on time too. So it's sad, man. They really don't do shit. In my opinion, from my perspective, they really don't do shit.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't have any counter arguments to what y'all said. I ain't got any counter arguments to what y'all said. I just know from a friend of mine that tried to go into the police academy. I specifically asked him, like, do you think the training you do is relatively hard for the responsibilities that you would end up having once you're a cop? And he to boil down what he said, it's essentially, as long as you're in good shape, you can be a cop. And like, if that is all you have to be, if it's just physical requirements for you to be a cop, to be the judge, jury, and executioner in certain situations, if all you have to be is in good physical shape, that is a problem. That is a problem.
Are you telling me if I just come down here and do some push-ups consistently on an everyday basis?
That's what I'm saying. If you can run a mile in 6 minutes, you're a cop. You're a cop, bro. You just got to be in that program.
It might not even be that many because I know the military.
You actually beeped out that time, like when you said.
Damn. What I heard is that in the army, just like in the army, it's real light. It's 10, 15 push-ups. Like it's something light like that. Like so, him saying good shape might even be a stretch.
Yeah,
like
I know a couple.
I've seen out of shape.
I know a couple. I'm not against
that.
Yeah. There's a couple of shawties out there that I'm like, you in the army? And you're like, yeah, army. I'm like, fuck no, I'm not scared of your ass. The country's doomed if you holding somebody. But
I do want to make a difference between like the people that are detectives, the people that work for the FBI. I feel like there's a distinction. I don't know about y'all, but I feel like there's a distinction between those people and like just cops you see from the town type shit.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't make a distinction between any of them.
You think
the whole four? Okay.
The whole
all cops
army
are bad.
thing? Okay.
I mean, yeah. Let's break it down. You have your natural, just mall, whatever. Yeah, they're bullshit because they don't,
assholes.
Yeah, assholes who only do shit if you piss them off. Otherwise, they literally won't do anything. You upgrade to let's go to detectives. Let's upgrade to a higher degree, actually. Detectives, you can't trust them. Funny enough, I was just about to think of some where I could go with them, but at the end of the day, you're putting the fate of one person who doesn't have to be well qualified with all the information. There's nobody checking what he's doing. Hell no.
Too many trials that just lose information. Just I just lost information.
And you know what's crazy? I was just about to defend detectives because I seen someone in the chat say detectives are cool, and I was thinking about it, I was like, I guess they actually break it down.
We're talking about Scooby Doo, my nigga.
I guess Scuba cool nigga, right?
Yeah, Scooby is cool, bro. And not to be that guy that's like, oh, it's about me, dog. I've had my house broken into, and this is when I was younger. So I'm thinking Scooby Doo. Damn, they finna get these fingerprints and they're finna go crazy. They're finna go crazy, bro. Whoever did this, they count your days. When I found out, all they did was just come out. The detective came out, recorded all this stuff. Recorded our fingerprints, recorded the fingerprints on the house, and said, yeah. You know, if something like this happens and we string something together, you know, X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z. Growing up, when I found out what they really did was just record my fingerprints for future crimes that maybe I might commit to quote unquote fingerprint me.
Oh my
That's
God.
all they did.
You really think it's what they do on SVU and shit? Like Law and Order.
Yeah, you would think it. Yeah. Man, I'm thinking Olivia Benson was gonna come.
Like, hey, what up, Shawty? Hey,
I came
you
home.
You can take my fingerprints all day. Hey,
I'm doing the Law and Order theme. I'm like, dum dum. I'm like, yeah. I'm telling people don't touch. Yeah. Hold on. Did you tape that off? Like, come on, I'm hyped. Finding out, man, they don't do nothing either. You want to talk about CIA? Same thing. All of them have bad history too. Like I don't want it. All cops are bad. All of them.
I'm 10 toes saying it, so I'm not gonna hold you. I just now tried to play devil's advocate. I can't fucking do it. I'm not gonna lie. Call it what you want. can't fucking.
Hey Omar, chat asking what toothpaste do you use, bro? This thing got some pearly whites, bro.
Got the whites.
Febreze. It's the lights, but I brush with Febreze.
This is right here.
This nigga, it's the fact he had it on him.
It's genetics. It's genetics.
This dude right here. All right. Well, I think we had a healthy discussion about that. Healthy debate. Everyone cool? We still all friends.
Yeah, we friends. Yeah.
Omar.
If somebody wants to,
yeah, I did hear.
Unless somebody wants to just wild.
No. I was saying if because people love to have conversations with me. I'm open to any conversation. Hit me on Twitter. I will conversate with you anytime. I will put down what I am doing to conversate you and educate you. I'm not gonna do it forever, but I will educate you.
I'm glad you said that. That reminds me. This is a little off topic. We're not diving too deep into it, but saw someone in the chat. Not gonna say who because I don't want to chat on their ass. But I actually kind of see what EDPs. No, that's not fucking cool, bro. Whoa. Yeah, I seen it. I seen that shit. All right. Yeah.
It.
Move on.
This dude right here.
I'm just saying.
Yes, that's tough. That's tough.
That's wild.
Don't protect your name, man. Next thing I want to talk about, bro. Omar, you want to play a game of Connect the Dots?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So for the people who don't know, bro, I got my vaccine today, Pfizer. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
The one sentence that struck out to me today was the fact that after I took the vaccine, they asked me to drink fluids, an abundance of fluids in the upcoming days. Let's break that down, Omar.
Someone down. What?
Fluids.
See, COVID. Fluids.
I think where people want to stop too is on the flu part of it, right? They don't really want to break the science down.
Yeah, let's break the science down.
If you spell fluids FLUIDS, right? So you have flu. Hold on. You have flu right there, right? At the end of it, that's IDS. That's IDs. That's IDs.
Flu
so they want
IDs?
Flu IDs.
Okay.
And we're talking about the micro chip that they put into your. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so you see how everything is going to. They're talking about cryptos. They're talking cryptos, heavy.
NFTs.
NFTs even. And you see these new Amazon stores where there's no cashiers. You're just in and out. They charge Amazon. So that's a test run to see how their tracking systems will work. This is the mass implementation of them. And that's where they talked about the booster shots, because this is just the first test run. So when the booster shots come,
it's the patch. Patch. Hey.
Yeah, y'all insane.
He's connecting.
Hey, chat. We on the shit, bro. Hey. We're here to pod tonight, bro. We're here to pod tonight.
So if you put the patch on, you see what I'm saying? I don't.
Y'all just gotta open your eyes.
Did you get Pfizer?
I got Pfizer.
You got oh my god. So when you look at the word Pfizer, what's another that Pfizer? We just talked about having a boss supervisor. Once you get that update, once you get that patch, you won't have regular Pfizer. You have a supervisor.
Hey!
And that way the country becomes like Big Brother. They're always watching you. They're always tracking your every move. Wow.
It's sad that I didn't realize until after I took the shot. Once she told me I need to take fluids, she didn't say water. She said fluids. I'm like, all right, something's up here.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they could have just said water. I'm like,
she could have said water because I know she don't mean beer. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. She could have told me drink Coke the next 2 days, but she said fluids. I'm like, yo, what's going on, bro?
IDs from the Pfizer, you get that patch supervisor. The Biden administration has got to stop, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, gotta stop.
Okay, so you don't believe the The sauce?
What the fluid shit? I heard that shit like oh my god, I hear it all in my fucking group chat. I hear it all, bro. I hate y'all
That's
so
crazy.
much.
That's crazy. That sounds.
That
like
don't
a
make
TikTok
sense to
clip.
you?
That sounds like a TikTok clip to me. But.
Does that make sense to you?
I didn't say this.
Does it not? I'm about to. If you have a counter argument, we're open ears or
The
no?
counter argument, you're overthinking. Relax.
Remember, they only know 5%, bro. I've been. Yeah. You only know 5%.
5%, right?
Yeah,
right.
you only know 5%. You probably
So-
still wear a mask, don't you? All right.
Oh fuck! Talk to me. What's wrong with the mask?
Let me cut
What's
there.
wrong with the mask, bro?
You probably still wear a mask. Your mask. You be wearing the disposable joints or what kind?
I don't wear the disposable shits.
You wear the one that you got to. Okay, that's a little bit better.
rewashable
But
one.
Yeah, I don't wear disposable
Okay.
shits. See, I'm not on that type of timing, you know.
the disposable shit's got that wire in it, right?
Oh, the ones that you can throw away have the wire. I thought you would say the ones that you could get. Okay, wow.
Which is that the ones you using the ones that you got to throw away, right?
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, like,
Oh, okay, because that's
I'm
the
just
one
saying.
with the wire in it.
yeah.
What you think they doing with that wire?
How do they get it?
Hey.
What you think they doing with that wire?
How do they get it?
What do you think they're doing?
What do you
You
think
saying
they're doing with that
how?
wire?
You saying how did they get
I
it?
don't
You
know
saying
what they're doing with
you
the
saying
wire.
how? You
How did
saying
they get
how
the
are they
wire?
getting the information?
Oh, yeah, okay, so all that information's on the wire, right?
No, it's
You
not
got a
on the wire.
disposable Blue Yeti, bro. That's
It's
all.
not on the wire. It's not. Listen. It's not on the wire. It's through the wire. Like
Kanye. Hey.
when the last time you heard Kanye speak? See, this is what I'm talking about.
Hey, this is why I brought Omar on, bro. We're here to pod,
This is
bro.
what I'm talking
These are the
about.
conversations we're gonna have from here on out. You know what I'm saying?
And they want to say it was a divorce, right? It was a distraction.
This nigga, you know what? Kudos to you, motherfucker. You got Kanye West in here. I'll give you that. That's some next level shit. I thought I've heard it all. I've never heard Kanye West dealing anything to do with it, bro. You got a future
Through the wire. I just hey.
through the wire.
I won't be getting my vaccine.
But it's not the ones. But my one thing is, and I don't know why I'm going here. I guess it's just my nature. Why would it be the ones that you throw away versus the ones that stay with you?
Because the ones that stay with you, they're cloth. And then you're going to wash it. That's going to mess up the way that the wire works, right? If you put the wire in water. So,
but it wouldn't work better in the sense of actually, you think, wait. You would think they don't have anything waterproof?
No, listen, nothing is truly waterproof, though. Like, on a serious tip. Like, bro, let me say this. I took my iPhone in the shower, bro. It's supposed to be waterproof.
That's water resistant. They literally tell you it's water resistant.
That's water resistant.
No, what do you say?
And has all these little
What are you
holes, the fucking charging port and shit. Oh,
But I thought, no. I thought it said waterproof.
If you're in a fight and you got good defense, you are hypothetically resistant of punches. That doesn't mean you're fucking free to just be
I thought it
punched
said proof.
all you want.
Nah, it's not waterproof.
Nah, bro.
I work there. Yeah, nah.
What's
No.
water?
What is
Tell me something that's waterproof.
Waterproof. I don't know them wild ass waterproof flashlights that they go in the deep sea.
That's water.
Plastic. That's waterproof.
This nigga right here. It's water resistant. Because if you pull it, listen.
Oh my
listen.
God.
Listen, and I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna ask you this. If you hold in water, is your hand wet or are you just holding water?
I want to play no more. I can't.
And you talking about you? But if you want to get into what's waterproof, water this. Come on now, answer me that. Is your hand resisting the water?
Shit, bro. On everything I love, I said this nigga gonna talk about my fucking hand in water, bro. On everything I love, bro.
This dude right
I
here.
hate this nigga, bro.
You don't want to connect it. If you don't want to connect, if you don't want to live, if you want to stay stuck in the matrix, you know what I'm saying?
the
That's
Matrix.
on you. You can stay stuck in the matrix.
Okay, got you.
Can you pose the question again?
If you're holding water,
Right. I got it right here. Right.
is your hand wet or are you holding the water?
Are they mutually exclusive?
Yes.
I think it could be both. Your hand can be wet while holding the water.
That can't be the case.
Oh, so water's not wet. Is this what we're doing?
I mean, I don't think anything is waterproof.
They call you spiritual O, bro.
Plus the waterproof joint Sage. I mean, if you put the mask in the wire, people are making these, so we don't want to rely on them. So what they do is they just, oh yeah, we'll give masks. When is the government? You think they really just give stuff without an ulterior motive? We're giving masks. We'll give you masks. We'll give you masks. Come on now. I want you to.
Is the ulterior motive to not spread the virus?
Yeah, just fuck it. Okay. All of you get it.
I get it. They got you on the short list.
Oh, so what would you say to the people that had the bubonic plague back then? What would you say to them?
Oh, that's different. They was pooping in the streets. I don't know what to tell them. Like they was going crazy in the streets.
That was before the patches.
That was before.
Oh my God, this nigga! I hate you.
When did they start coming up with these vaccines? When they start coming up with these vaccines and stuff, when they started wanting to track people. Come on now.
Vaccine, SEEN, scene.
Wait,
you gotta see it in the past first before you make changes.
Oh my God.
This guy
took.
They don't want to hear it.
Hey, Sage, hey, Omar, I'm trying to get on your wavelength. Sage is not. I don't know if I want to extend you, bro. Hey.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to keep breaking it down.
But I'm confused. Okay, VACCINE got turned into VACSINE. Then it got turned into VAC. Just fuck it. SEEN. All right, man.
But they're gonna hide it.
He's seen it.
Sage. The best place to hide something is in plain sight.
Oh,
right. You see what I'm saying? So it's not vaccine. You thinking, oh man, I had the month. You know what I'm saying? I had stuff, but it's the vaccine. We're looking at you.
But that's past tense, so it wouldn't be the vaccine. It's the fucking vaccine.
They already did.
It's the vaccine.
You got it already. You got the vaccine already. You see what I'm saying?
I got the vaccine.
He's seen.
Yo, I
can't.
You don't say I got the vaccine.
Yeah, you're supposed to say the vaccine.
Because you already got it.
That's what I'm saying. You didn't vaxsaw. You got it, and you got the
vaccine. Hey, listen. If y'all want to see more of this content, go ahead and follow the fucking channel. You know what I'm saying? We're approaching the 2 hour mark, if not over it.
We definitely.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of great content on this pod.
God, that's the Mangekyo.
Omar got the Sharingan right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right there.
Vaccine. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's close out this pod. Great conversations. Dom, good luck at work. But let's do outros, man. Omar, say goodbye to the chat.
Hey, if y'all got some more questions, man, follow me on Twitter. Follow me on YouTube. I got a Kevin Samuels video drop. I'm breaking down the science from now on. I think that's what I'm about to shift my channel into. So.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If you made like a shit ton of TikTok on like these analysis, bro, that can be like
you ain't fucking... no cap. I'm not even trying to boost you.
You just gotta edit it right, but
they would shut me down. Would they not shut my channel down?
No.
I'm about to...
You'd at least get a 400K before they start blacklisting you.
I know where he's going. No, I'm not refused. End this shit. End this shit. I swear to God. End this shit. I know where he's about to go. No.
Hey.
This dude right here. All right, TSO, say goodbye to the chat, man.
Follow me everywhere, man. It's either TSO_Sage23 on all platforms. Oh, just TSO_Sage on all platforms. If not, Instagram, I have a 23 at the end of it. Instagram, we talk about music. Twitch, we do whatever. If you want basketball, Twitter and YouTube is your answer. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Go check out the Patreon. Subscribe to the YouTube. Follow us on TikTok. And we out, man. Peace out.
Bye, guys.